Alright, hello everybody. Welcome back to another Spooky Mod live stream. Last time we were in the world, we managed to take a look at the rest of at least I think the rest of the new biomes from the Spooky Mod, and we also did a bunch of other quests, both for Little Eye and for Krampus of all things, despite this being Spooky Mod. Anyway, today we are hopefully going to be entering hard mode. We do have another custom boss to fight before we do so, and then of course Wall of Flesh. I'm hoping that we can also do a bit of progress after then, not just enter hard mode and then end stream. We'll see what we can accomplish. But anyway, I am going to post the live stream link in the community Discord server. So if you give me just a moment, I'll be able to start stream after then. Alright. So, we should be good now. Let's get into T-Mod and bam. Spooky Mod. Let's go. And it does also look like OBS is picking up T-Mod for once. I didn't have to manually change that, so doing quite well for ourselves. So anyway, I forgot, we did get the not bug wings, didn't we? Okay. So, take a look at our gear, because we are going to probably need to upgrade our gear prior to fighting, I think it's called Moko? At least I think so. I used to call it Mako, but I think that's just the wrong way of saying it. Let's see. In terms of weapons, honestly, the poison crossbow is one of the better ones that we have. Spearfish lance, decent for dashing out of the way. I'm not sure if this is going to be all that useful, but it might be.
Crispy, you're streaming on a Monday again, bozo.
Yeah, that's my streaming schedule. It's Mondays and Thursdays.
I thought it was Tuesdays and Thursdays.
No, it's Mondays and Thursdays. I have it.
Okay.
I have it in the description of the stream.
Okay. All right. Well, I just want.
Classic muscles. Anyway, so let's see. We do have the Goblin Tinkerer, I believe, or do we not? Actually, I don't know. Do we not? Okay, I guess we just don't. So we are gonna want to do that. It was Tuesdays until you messed up last week. Well, I always had it at Mondays. It was my original schedule, but then I messed it up when I started streaming Spooky Mod, and I had it at Tuesday. My original stream schedule for Tether, I believe was Monday and Thursday, because I was trying to have it balanced out. Because I was trying to do like, okay, stream on Monday, gap Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, gap Friday, Saturday, Sunday, back to streaming on Monday. It was supposed to be as evenly balanced as possible, evenly spaced. And then I guess I just didn't do that right. Why not have it on the T days? Because I'm trying to have my streams spaced out somewhat equally so that I can stream and then not stream and then stream and then not stream in somewhat equal intervals. Another way I could solve that solve that problem is if I stream on like Mondays, Thursdays, Saturdays, or something like that. But as of now, I have other things that I need to work on, like editing Schizophrenia episode 2. Hooray! Does YouTube block your comment if you say that in English? I do not know what that translates to in English, so I do not know. Christopher Columbus Day? I see the message in the chat, so I don't know if it's blocking it or not, but anyway, going to be wanting to work on getting that Goblin Tinkerer. We did do the Goblin Army a couple times now, honestly, so we don't have to worry about waiting for that. We do have to worry about actually getting the guy to spawn, because he can be annoying and not care about our feelings and our desire to progress. When is someone cool gonna join the call? Fantastic question. Hello, Dunzo. Welcome. Also, I saw something about turkeys today in this mod. And I want to try it out, because I think I finally understand what you're supposed to do with them, and it's really funny from what I get. Anyway. Oh, I don't have a plate to put my tea bag on. Oh no. I need something quick. I'm gonna go grab a plate. Heck. Got a small little dish to put the tea bag in, that way it's not just sitting here the entire time. Anyway. Also, this troll by requesting to watch, making me fight the demons when you're just randomly on T-Mod. I don't know if I just had a stroke or if you had a stroke. Someone had a stroke. I don't know what you're saying. Anyway. Let's see if we can fight the goblin. Find the goblin, not fight him. I will fight with him to give me actually decent reforges, though. Honestly, I haven't explored anywhere over here, so I'm just gonna see if there's anything useful. Honestly, very least I can sell this stuff. But anyway. I'm gonna just try reforging our gear to defense a little bit before we fight Malko, and then hopefully not die to that boulder trap. Normalize beating the tar out of the goblin until he gives you good reforges. For real. Yeah, I mean, we might be the ones who are saving him, quote unquote, but he's not quite free. He still has to work for us. It's gonna be nothing up there. We're just not gonna get this guy, aren't we? The game doesn't want us to have good things. Almost got hit by that. That would've been goofier. You know, a lifeform analyzer or a hunter potion would have been ideal here. But, too bad, I guess. Because either we don't have any, we don't have the lifeform analyzer. I think I can say that pretty confidently. But, if we had a hunter potion, then I just didn't grab it, and that's my fault. I would still like to check around the rails area, since nice, open, flat place for the goblin to spawn. Crispy, can I watch on Steam today? Why? Why do you guys keep trying to do that? I mean, we did beat yeah, we beat it twice. I strictly remember getting it 2 times in a row and getting quite upset about that. Okay. Hold up. I'm gonna go back to the base and look for hunter potions because this is annoying. Do I have? I mean, I got danger sense, but that's not what I need. Yeah, it doesn't look like I have hunter. That's unfortunate. I do have a bunch of these. I want to find a turkey. Oh my, I've got a lot of these to harvest. That's great. I never really use them though, so I don't know if it's worth harvesting. Yeah, it's the magic damage. Grants damage reduction when you're below maximum health. Ooh. That's actually not bad. It's only 3-minute duration, but that could be useful. That increases your defense by what? Fall faster. Okay. The squash. Zeppy zucchini, honestly not the greatest. Range damage, not bad, I guess, depending. Summon damage, honestly, not really dealing that much damage with the summons anyway. Might not be worthwhile now, maybe later, depending on the summons, but yeah, I'm thinking, if anything, I'd probably use the range damage and the damage reduction, because I think I have 2 bloom slots before I beat Daffodil, I think. So I'd be able to use those 2 during... Not that one. Where's plants? There we go. It was the eggplant? Yes. Okay. Yeah, I think I'll use those during Moko at least. Where's the merchant at? Oh, I just walked right past him. I'm blind. Hunter potion's easy though. You mean to make, or are you talking about to find goblin? Because yeah, they're very easy to find goblins. Make this a multiplayer server and allow all your friends in the game and equip the accessory from the gourd. Trust. From the... Are you talking about the Charm of the Flies? Because that's not that great. That accessory. It does a funny thing in multiplayer. Does it? I'm worried. I don't like hearing that something does funny things in multiplayer spooky mod, because I am well aware that spooky mod is not the greatest for multiplayer balancing. It's notorious for not working as intended. Okay. I guess we're just going to continue looking around for the goblin. Not much else we can do right now. I mean, we could try fighting. I'm not going to try opening that. Screw it, you know. We could try fighting Moko without reforging our gear. But I would still prefer to have our stuff reforged. Also, Hunter Potion. Haha. I will gladly take that. That's going to make our lives supposedly way much easier. So, I think we take advantage of this and just start going through the minecart area again and just keep an eye out for any visible goblin silhouettes in the walls. Let's see. Any goblins? Any goblins? Yoo-hoo! Where are you? Ah, I saw green and I was hopeful for a moment, a split second. Thought that was a golden worm at first, because that glistened funny. And I was like, okay, that'd be funny. I don't have a bug net on me, which would have been unfortunate, but nope, it's just a normal worm. Why do you say hunter potion like chicken jockey? What do you mean? Also, that's a massive platinum vein. Hello. Wasafi already knows of the bug. Wasafi is knowledgeable of many of the bugs. Wasafi, however, is not a modder. Wasafi is an artist. There's not really much that Wasafi can do about the problem. There's actually quite a lot of problems with Spooky mod. It's really good, and I think it's a very well made mod, but there are a couple issues I've heard of. Apparently, you can get Rock Gourd to just be completely stuck on a single sloped block, which is really funny. Thankfully, it hasn't happened to me, because I actually, you know, like playing the game the way it was intended for the most part. For the most part, sometimes I do things in the goofy way because it's funny, but I do like playing this mod for the sake of playing the mod. Because it's a good mod. I like it. Anyway, I should probably start drinking my tea before it gets too cold. Just gonna keep an eye out for any goblins while I'm riding this minecart. This is a very long minecart track, by the way. I say right as it ends. But, like, I'd say that's a pretty long one. Start searching for goblins, though. See, any goblins over here? There's an ice chest. I'll take it. Also another hunter potion, which is nice. Since I'm drinking my tea right now, I kind of have to play the game with one hand, which is very, not accustomed to. This is weird. Trying to navigate WASD with my right hand is not what I'd say is within my nature. Ah, no, let me get back up here. Thank you. Anyway. Why am I so slow right now? Why do I have the funny, like, frostbite goofy effect for, like, 30 seconds? Hello? How did that happen? I guess we'll never know. Anyway, there's another ice chest up there. I may as well. At the very least, I get more money from selling things. I'll take that. You know what I would prefer, though? I'd prefer a goblin. A very generous goblin who would oh so very much love to give us good reforges on our, especially accessories. That's what I would genuinely appreciate having right now. And I keep on freezing myself because I'm so smart. You've been hit by an ice bat? I see. I didn't even notice that I got hit by an ice bat. Anyway. Okay, sure, that as well. Any goblins? Does this guy just not want to spawn in this world? Does this guy just not want to spawn at all? Hello? I am truly baffled by this. What is the best spice? No idea. And how do you have wings? You're able to get wings from beating Nosferatu, which is very nice, very convenient. So that's what we did. We also need to beat Nosferatu in order to spawn in Moko anyway, so it was on our agenda regardless of wings, but wings are nice. You should probably be looking in the jungle. Higher spawn rates. Alright. That's all I needed to hear to get out of the snow biome. Tundra. I also want to find a turkey. Where's a turkey at? I want to find a turkey. Before we go over to the jungle. Why is it that every single time I'm not necessarily looking for a turkey spawns, but whenever I'm just explicitly trying to get a turkey, they're nowhere to be seen. Alright, whatever. We'll just go to the jungle, I suppose. It's more worth our time to just make progress now and goof off later. It's an opinion-based question. What do you think it is? Well, I don't know. I don't know much about spice as of right now. I haven't had too much spice in my life. I do like spicy things. I typically just don't know what the spice is that's in it. I don't really pay attention to the ingredients, just as long as it tastes good. Spices as in cooking spice. I know that. I'm just saying I don't know that much about spices. I don't know the names, the flavors, or anything. All I know is that if it tastes good, I like it. I don't pay attention to what the ingredients are when I eat things. Eat first, question never. Oh, hello, Zane. You will be teleported to another country where there is a zombie apocalypse happening. You may bring 3 things with you, and you have 10 minutes to get them starting now. What will you get? Fantastic question. I don't really think I have much that would be efficient against zombies, I'm gonna be honest. And I'm assuming that if there's a zombie apocalypse going on in another country, like, there's probably not much I could do in general. I'm probably just screwed regardless, but I mean, I'd grab my phone, of course, just understandably so. That way I can call people if needed. So phone would be the first thing. I do have a bow. I could bring the bow with me. I don't know how efficient that would be against zombies though. I don't feel like a bow and arrow would really accomplish much. Personally. And I spawned in those guys. Well, they're gonna just infinitely spawn. I'm just going to mind my own business. Yeah, I don't think a bow would really do much, but I could possibly bring a bow. There's a flooded house here. Let me go inspect this real quick. Yoink. Another hunter potion. Isn't that just dandy? You must go. Good luck with the rest of the stream. Thank you. And thanks for stopping by. Yeah, in terms of what I'd bring, definitely phone. That'd be just the #1 thing. But, so, the question that you're asking, do I know what country I'd be going to? Or is that just completely unknown? It's just, hey, you're going to be going to a random country, the country that you go to, there would be a zombie apocalypse going on. Is the zombie apocalypse already something that's going on in that country? Is something that's well known about? Because if it's something that's already known, I assume there's probably in some degree a rescue effort that's being made, trying to ensure the safety of the people there, while at the same time not trying to spread the virus, or however the zombie apocalypse works. I don't know. Let's say that's a country with a climate similar to yours. Okay. Well, first and foremost, I'm probably gonna just tell my family, like, hey, yeah, I'm gonna be teleported to this country where there's a zombie apocalypse, and then just ask if there's anything that they would be they would suggest that I bring with me, because I do not know what I would need, because I'm not an expert in the field of zombie apocalypses. But definitely my phone, and that's basically all I'd really think about at first glance. Maybe the bow and arrows, but again, probably not useful. Speaking of things that aren't useful, I don't know what to get rid of from my inventory. Actually, I can probably just put Charles in my other loadout. There we go. That works. Also, I'm noticing a severe lack of goblin spawning. Is this just like a problem with my world, or am I just like that unlucky? This is getting very frustrating very quickly, I must admit. Ohio. I see. You have a bow, you're just a horrible shot. I haven't used my bow and arrow in a very long time either. I'd probably be really bad at it. I could probably hit something that's, you know, in front of me and not too far away. But I would probably run out of arrows way too fast. Oh, hello, Chubby Cat. Good morning. Would you like to be let out of the room again? I'll let you out of the room. Good boy. I'd say some sort of... I don't have a suit of armor or anything at my immediate disposal. But I'm assuming that getting some sort of armor, some sort of shielding and protection would be far more important than a bow. But I don't think I could find a suit of armor in 10 minutes. You don't even have sharp arrows? Ooh, that's rough. Yeah. Okay, this is absurd. Just gonna double check again. I do not have the goblin, right? Okay, I do not have the goblin. So can you spawn in, please, sir? I would greatly appreciate your existence right now. Normally I'm not the biggest fan of the goblin, but your services are still desirable, even if you yourself are very annoying. I feel like something's definitely wrong if I'm not getting a goblin after searching for this long. Right? Right? Surely something's wrong. Is this some sort of plot against me in particular? Some collusion going on? The goblin knows who I am. They can pierce through the target that you have. I mean, that's not bad. Yeah, I'm just not seeing any goblins. This is crazy. How much exploration must be made before a goblin decides to bless our world with its greed? Man, I got so many clouds in a bottle. That's absurd. Got another one right there in my inventory as well. Man, I got them all. Ooh, Featherfall's always nice though. You don't think they can kill? I mean, they can probably, if your arrows can go through some sort of target, you said it can go through it. It can probably do enough damage where it would be able to kill, but at the same time, the problem that you'd have with that is you're fighting a zombie. They're already undead. I don't think you'd really be able to kill a zombie. I think your best bet would be to more or less just protect yourself. Maybe try to incapacitate them. If you can find a way to like limit their movement, like chopping off their legs and arms, you might be able to go about that. So maybe some sort of like machete might be useful, but then you have to get up close. I don't know, it's just a thought. Still no goblin, by the way. This is ludicrous. I'm only gonna give it a couple more minutes, I think. You know what? How about this? We'll give it one more hunter potion. And if we still don't see a goblin by the time this hunter potion is over, we just do with what we have. Because I don't think it's I don't think it's that worth right now to spend forever searching for a goblin. We're probably gonna find it later on anyway. At least I would hope so. Because that'd be insane if we go the entire run without seeing this goblin. I'm just going around just hoping that I'll see anything. Also, I'm probably gonna die before we even have the potion run out, which is unfortunate, but if we play safer than what we've been doing so far, we'll probably be fine. But I am getting very low, so not the most promising thing. Oh, don't spawn in Queen Bee. That would be annoying. Walking Dead, Zombieland, 28 Days Later, Last of Us. I know nothing about any of those, I'm gonna be honest. I don't I assume those are, at least a majority of those are movies. I don't watch movies, so I don't watch anything actually. I'm very boring. I don't have TV. I don't have any sort of like subscription service or anything. I'm just mainly editing. I'll be honest. Oh yeah. Quick reminder to stay hydrated. Punk has no personality other than Terraria and wood. Exactly. If you have any woodworking questions, I'm probably capable enough to answer those. Depending. There's still a lot I don't know about woodworking and all that, but I'd like to believe that I know a sufficient amount of information. How can I become a woodworker? The human urge to build things. So first of all, you're probably gonna, if you do want to do woodworking and you don't have the knowledge of how to get started, I'd recommend looking for some sort of class that would teach you like the fundamentals. You don't need anything too crazy, but you should have some sort of training in a supervised area. Because a lot of these tools are very dangerous to work with. I mean, they are saw blades. They are very well capable of cutting through flesh and bones. So, if you can get some sort of instructor who will teach you the basic fundamentals, the safety, run through some projects with you, just getting you used to using things and having, like, mindfulness of the tool, that would be a good place to start. Some of the most dangerous tools that you'll use, like, most frequently in woodworking are the table saw. Honestly, that's like the most dangerous, most frequent one, but table saw, chop saw. Depending on what kind of things you're making, you'd also use chisels. Hand tools in general can be dangerous. They're also like the least suspecting. Not many people suspect that the hand tools will be dangerous, but I've witnessed quite a few injuries in my day. Not injuries sustained by myself, but still witnessed them. I've only had a couple injuries with woodworking. I think the worst injury that I had was the time I sanded the top of my finger off on the belt sander. It's fully healed since then, but that was pretty bad at the time. No scarring though, which is nice. I was worried about the scarring. I don't like whenever I get a scar, because, you know, it's there forever. That's kind of the whole point of a scar. Another thing that's also important to keep in mind with woodworking is the, like, ergonomics. Wood is very heavy. You gotta make sure that you are... Okay, jungle temple. Cool. You need to be mindful of how much weight you're carrying, the way that you're carrying it. And there's also other tools that you wouldn't really suspect to be dangerous in any way, shape, or form. Like an orbital sander when you're sanding wood. But one problem that you could have if you sand for too long is you can develop... I don't want to say you can develop arthritis. You probably could. But, like, the vibrations, the constant vibrations, that can have some sort of, like, repeated stress injury. One way that you can combat that is if you use a pneumatic air sander. which is the air-powered ones. Those, because they don't have a motor, they don't really vibrate that much, which is really nice. Very convenient. Anything that's like pneumatic, clamps, high power, pressure type things can be pretty dangerous. One of my woodworking instructors, they told me about a student that they had. They were chit-chatting with a friend, and they weren't paying attention to what they were doing, and they accidentally got their hand crushed in a pneumatic clamp, broke their hand. So you can safely assume that you have a toned body, Zooey Mount. What? What's that supposed to mean? What are you getting at? Anyway. Don't really have that much time left on this, unfortunately. But, again, like I said, if we don't get the Goblin Tinkerer, then we'll just do with what we've got. And I keep on spawning. I keep on spawning those guys. I keep forgetting that they're in that house. I keep forgetting that. And I always spawn them every single time. Without fail. Except for maybe the first time. Nah, actually, no. The first time I spawned them in. I remember that because that's when I got the night vision helmet. Anyway. Yep, that's about all we're going to get from there. I'm going to save the teleportation potions for later as well. I like using those. They're pretty funny. No idea why the healing potion wasn't there either. That's weird. Anyway. So, in terms of our gear, we don't we don't have much. What's your favorite way to hide a body? Probably dumping it in... Actually, no. The best way to hide a body, not like the best ways in like most efficient, but like one of the funniest ways I heard someone hypothesize was you plant, like you dig, you know, like a grave, you bury the body, and then you plant like an endangered plant, like an endangered species of a plant on top of that, because you can't dig up an endangered species. It's like against the law. So no one would be able to dig it up. It's a goofy way, admittedly. But at the same time, I don't really know how well that would work. And nor do I intend on finding that out. That is not something I intend on doing. Mr. FBI Agent John. Asking for a friend. Yeah. Also hide it vertically? Exactly. Okay, I'm not gonna need to worry about keeping the trident. I could just sell that. Won't get much money, but I'll get a little bit. Anyway, yeah, before we spawn in Moko, do we have everything that we are gonna want to use? I don't think we're gonna care too much about the allergy medication. I think Spirit Amulet would be decent for damage, Lightning Boots for mobility, Magic Luminescence also for mobility, and for damage as well, because of menacing. Wings, Tome Spirits, yeah, okay. I mean, we should be fine for the most part. I don't see why not. We got ourselves the cotton swab. Got ourselves our weapons of choice. Got the teddy bear. That cursed thing. Could Spooky Mod have changed the goblin spawn requirements? I don't think so. I've not noticed that in the past, and it does not make sense that that would be the case. Do I have extra housing for him? I'm not sure if I have housing for him or not, but the goblin can still spawn without housing being made. Because the goblin will just spawn in a cave, I believe, without caring about whether there's room. I could be mistaken about that. I've never had a problem with needing to make houses for the goblin. Okay, that's kind of rude, sir. Can you just die? Thank you. Yeah, I've never had issues with having to make houses before the goblin will start spawning in the caves. But he'll just stay down in the caves if there's not any housing. Maybe that would spawn him in. I mean, I guess it's worth just making housing anyway. No reason not to. Could do that in a little bit. Ow, sir. Please don't dash at me. That's very rude of you. Thank you. Okay, I thought I was losing my mind for a second. I was confused why I couldn't place a platform there. Apparently, I'm just bad at video games. Okay. I'm gonna wait a little bit for more health. Not too much longer. Should have maybe grabbed a campfire, but that doesn't really do much. Do I have any? No. Okay. Let's not die to Mr. Handy while we're waiting. I've got plenty of... Actually, I don't have that many arrows, but it should be fine enough. Okay, we're good. We're good. Alright. Let's see how this goes. It's been a while since I fought this guy. I mean, to be fair, it's been a while since I played this mod in general, so it's gonna be a while since I fought any boss. Let's see, dash, dash, and then only 2 dashes for first phase. Yes. It's not globs, which will stay around for a while, and then the bouncy, ogre ball, and then yep. So much easier with the wings. Trying to do this without wings was very annoying. Okay, use this for a little bit. I don't know if it's better or not, but may as well just get a variety of weapons in during the fight. May as well. Oh, had a little drop in frames there. Thankfully nothing happened. I think I've done this hitless so far. Actually, I'm not sure if I've done a hitless, but there we go. If I was doing a hitless before, then I definitely am not now. I don't remember if I got hit or not before, but I don't recall getting hit. Also, let me just consume these. Why not? Ow. Ow. That was really bad. Go from doing like hitless to just instantly all my health just gone. Thank you. Thank you. That's all on me, by the way. There's just nothing I can say to defend myself. That's great. Okay, if I get hit even once, I think I'm dead, so gotta just go back to dodging. I believe in myself. I went that long with that. Okay, never mind. Maybe I don't believe in myself. I did survive the hit, though. Okay, never mind. Woohoo! A lot of health for pre-wall flesh boss. Yes, it's pretty substantial. What's your favorite video game currency? For example, caps, Fallout, Eurodollar, Cyberpunk, gold, many things, Robux, Roblox, etc. I do not know. I don't really pay attention to currencies in video games. I'll be honest. Also, thankfully, the cotton swab is not consumable, so we don't have to fight Nosferatu again. I will take a look at these, though. I want to see what I have. Use Iron Skin, Swiftness, may as well. I don't really care about using all of my potions. I just want a little something. I also am not the biggest fan of the cranberry jelly. I mean, it's not terrible at the same time. But I think it's actually... Yeah, no, it's worse than healing potions because it's only 70 per minute instead of 100. Or it's not even a minute, is it? It's 30 seconds. Yeah, no, not 70 per minute. 30-second cooldown. My apologies. Emeralds, JK. Emeralds, my beloved. Alright. If I'm gonna be using the crossbow, archer potion might make sense. Actually, hold on. Let me experiment with these. I want to take a look at these and just see. Pumped might be decent. Not useful. Probably not that useful. Not the greatest, but I'll keep that in mind. Summon damage, don't care for. Magic damage, don't care for. Melee damage, don't care for. Evil aura around you, don't care for. Sometimes shoot out pepper pebbles that increase defense when picked up. If your defense is lower, you will spawn more pepper pebbles or spawn them more frequently. Each one increases defense by 2 and will stack up to a maximum of 20. Don't really care too much, I'm going to be honest. And then that is increasing your defense. I think I'm just going to go with the Zappy Zucchini. Wait, the Pumpkingeist. And then there's one thing I also wanted to take a look at. I forgot what that was, though. So maybe I just won't. Actually, no, I do remember what that was. I was thinking, what if I replace my book with something else? Because, like, the defense is good. I like the defense, don't get me wrong. But it might be better to swap it out for more damage. Also, another thing I should do is I'm going to grab the bass statue. Because, you know, I might as well. Doesn't hurt to use it. Actually helps to use it. Dead Cells and Sea of Thieves. I like Sea of Thieves. I haven't played in a while because the typical group that I played with, mainly, I know that you also played every now and then, Dunzo, but the main group of Muscles and Gonk, they haven't played in quite some time, and they actually got rid of, like, they deleted it from their computer. Like, they of course still have it, but they don't have it downloaded right now, so it's a bit unfortunate. So I haven't really had the chance to play Sea of Thieves recently, but I do want to play it more often. I'm gonna finish this tea real quick because I don't want it to get cold. I mean, it was already like room temperature at that point. I made it before starting stream, so it's been like an hour. You know, Muscle still has the game? Well, he has the game in the sense that he owns it, but he doesn't have it downloaded on his computer right now. Anyway, let's just drink these, eat these. Didn't consume that because I forgot, but whatever. I don't think I have. Yeah, I need to beat. I need to beat Funny Daffodil first before I can use that again. But oh well, that'd be fine. Alright, now that we remember all of the attacks, surely we shall win this, right? Right? Surely. Snotball. Somehow grab that, thank you. I was holding down the mouse button. I was not actively clicking. Why does it... Okay, sure. Oh, yep, my bad. My bad. Yeah, just let me die real quick, you know. Took damage, hitless run is over. Dreams of that is dead. May as well restart entirely. That was a joke game. Don't actually kill me. I said don't. Okay. So that's why you don't want to get the snot debuff, because I just my mobility was just gone. Let's go. Have you ever played Terraria? No, I have not. Heard it's a good game though. I might take a look at it after I 100% Sea of Thieves, you know, which is clearly what we're doing right now. This is a Sea of Thieves stream, in case you weren't aware. Let's see, plants. Do I have any good things still? I'll do this instead of Zappy Zucchini. Why not? All right, and let's heal before we fight that guy. I probably was at full health and just took damage right away and just was stupid. But whatever. I have no idea if using the Spearfish Lance is going to be decent for this fight. Because I'm mainly trying to attack. Also, what happens if I mean, I lose, what was that? 8 defense? Or something? Something or another? Wait, hold up. Oh, no, I lose a lot more because I had the bonus from the effect up. Okay. Yeah, I think we just... I think we do just stick with the defense for now, because we don't have the goblin, so... Which is unfortunate. I prefer more damage, but we're too squishy right now. Alright. -1, -2. It's not over there, keep that in mind. Ogre ball. Then he's gonna do large knot burst. Eyes, yep, and then time for more dashing. Yep. I'm trying to lure him to either side of the arena during that attack. And I now have been in for like that. Actually, that only lasted like a second. I was still hoping that I wouldn't have gotten hit. Okay, I got hit again. Great. But yeah, I'm trying to go to the edges of the arena whenever he does this next attack. That way, hopefully it doesn't interfere with the majority of the arena. Be very nice. Actually, I might even get him in the wall. There you go. That's even better. Now there's hardly anything on the arena. I don't have my summons. Do I? Yeah, I don't. Great. I didn't realize that until just now. That also means I don't have the bewitching table. Actually, I could grab the bewitching table effect because there is one in Little Eye's house. We could try that. You know what? Let's do it, just for the memes. It's not actually that important, but I'd still like to grab it, because it would be funner. Middle of the fight, just going on my way to grab the bewitching table. Honestly, not even going that poorly. Come on. Come on, get over here. Thank you. Why am I blasting celery? Don't worry about it. Okay. And then... No! Oh, that must be the bewitching table I have in the house! All of that for nothing! Oh man. I was hoping. Whatever. I guess I'll just take over this arena instead. I think it's better than the other one anyway. Actually, no. I'm gonna go back to the other one because that has the bass statue. We are in second phase now as well, so that's important to keep in mind, which means that we have the Mockling. Hooray! I definitely love the Mockling. They're definitely not super annoying. Definitely not. Okay, and then this is gonna be the big... Yep, the big sneeze. Sneeze, heard around the world. And then there's this one, which I just don't really understand. I mean, I understand the attack, but I'm too lazy to, like, actually pay attention during the attack itself, so it's just like, okay, let's just hope for the best. I'm too focused trying to deal damage to pay attention to which Mockling are red. Also, really terrible snot placement in the arena. I must just make note of real quick. Like, horrendous. Alright, there we go. That time we did that properly. To at least some extent. And I did not do that properly, so now I got hit. And now snot is going to be everywhere again on the arena. This is great. How about we just go back to the other platform? Because this is just dire. Our arena is not good. So we may as well retreat to the other one. Or we can just do this for the rest of the fight. Just moving across the Valley of Eyes. Because it seems to be working. We're not really taking that much damage when we're just walking back and forth. Are you too scared to share your most controversial food opinion? I don't really think I have any opinions on food. I'm gonna be honest, and especially none that are controversial. I think. I did have controversial food opinions when I was younger, though. One of the weirdest things for me and food when I was a young kid, like when I say young kid, I mean elementary school age. I did not like hash browns by themselves, and I didn't like them with ketchup either. The only way I'd eat hash browns when I was young, and again, this is specifically when I was young. I have since grown out of this. I don't do it anymore. But I would only eat hash browns if I had like blueberry creme brulee on top. It was really weird. Or like compote, blueberry compote. It was like the weirdest combination of all time. But it was the only way I'd eat hash browns. No idea why. But yeah, no, hash browns are fine now. I will eat them just as is or with ketchup. But no longer with blueberry compote. Yeah, blueberry. Yeah, it was. I was weird when I was younger. It genuinely tasted good at the time. I wouldn't do it today probably anymore. But like at the time, it was the only. I thought I was doing really well there at towards the end of the fight. I thought I was fine. I thought I was gonna have that in the bag. Rip. You know what? I'm going to excuse that death due to the fact that I brought up the dark history of the blueberry hash browns. The universe did not want me to succeed after I mentioned that. Anyway, let's see. Back to grabbing more plants. Hooray! 450 health. Yeah, I got close. I prefer not to consume other potions like endurance or anything like that, because I feel like that's just overkill. So I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna continue going with what I've got, and this time I've got the bewitching table, which is nice because I didn't have that, and that probably didn't make as big of a difference as I'm making it out to be, but you know, 450 health over the duration of the entire fight, maybe it did. Who knows? Make housing for Goblin afterwards. He does not deserve my time and energy right now if he's not going to make an appearance earlier. But I will still do that afterwards. Because I would prefer to have you know, actual reforges on my gear before entering hard mode. That would be preferable. Bro. Well, now we have to wait for that health to regenerate again. Hooray! And meanwhile, I'm gonna take a sip of water. I'd recommend that you guys also stay hydrated. Enemy spotted. These guys dash. I need to actually be focusing. Oh, and a giant Tortumer. That's great. Can I have the summon that you drop? I think that would unironically be not a bad thing to get right now. Please. Oh. So sad. Who drinks water? I mean, I had tea earlier, but I ran out of tea. So I've got my backup water. I prefer not to, you know, get up and leave stream for a couple minutes to make another cup of tea. You will not be drinking water because of that. You can drink whatever you want. I was just taking a sip of water because that's what I have with me. Alright. Let's do this. Surely this time will be the attempt that actually succeeds, right? Right. And I grabbed that again. Can I stop grabbing that, please? Anyway. Okay, what was that about? Why were you just on me, bro? Normally I have more room, and okay, now you're going to be doing that in the middle of the arena because I wasn't prepared. Great. We are off to a great start for this attempt. This is oh so fantastic, so splendid. Alright, let's just get you in the wall again. Probably not the greatest because now I can't attack him during this. I mean, that guy can though. I should move him close to the wall, but not in the wall. Should also try using crossbow again. Ow. Okay, this isn't great. None of those are hitting, aren't they? Yeah, probably not. Alright, let's go back to the cellar then. And now we can actually attack this guy. But yeah, once we get into the second phase, I think we're going to give up this arena and then just keep on doing the back and forth strategy, because that works, it feels like. So I'm just going to go with it. I can be a nomad. I don't need an arena that I am beholden to. I can go wherever I want. Okay, there we go. Try staying close enough. That's not good. I randomly got hit there. Dodge these guys. Yep, we're fine. Sneeze around the world. We're fine. Just heal again real quick. And then it's this attack, which is always super fun and everyone loves it. Making our way over to the other platform. Not hitting any of our shots because we were a little bit too far. Not good, but fine. For now. Just try not to get hit by snot. Okay, that's great as well. Love to see that. Taking lots of damage for no reason in particular. Completely unnecessary. Just continue moving. Just continue moving. This isn't going as well as I hoped. Ooh, help. Let me grab some of that real quick. Need that. And I feel like... Wait, did Zane ask another question? What's your favorite Nicolas Cage movie? I do not know. I don't really know which movies Nicolas Cage has been in. And since I don't really watch movies in general in the first place, I don't really have a good, you know, foundational understanding of what movies he's been in. There was one that was kind of entertaining at the time. I haven't, you know, I watched it quite a while ago, so maybe, you know, maybe there's prejudice, but there's this one movie where he stole, like, the Declaration of Independence or something. That was kind of funny. I don't really know if funny is the right term. It was interesting. Okay, and please don't kill me again, sir. I'd highly appreciate if I could, you know, have my life. If I could have my life, please. Please. I can heal again. Okay, cool. Okay. We're alive for now. Hopefully we stay that way. Okay, I didn't even realize that attack was going on. I'm glad I did not get hit. And I got hit from that? Bro, of all things I could have gotten hit from. Seriously? Okay. We're doing alright. We're doing alright. Okay, we can just keep it that way. Okay, let's go back to the left now. Completely miss our grapple. Sure. Just continue making our way over. Oh, don't die, please. Okay, I can heal again. Okay, I think we actually have it this time. Definitely not scuffed. Definitely not scuffed at all, mind you. Totally not. Totally not. There we go. Okay. It only took a trillion attempts before we managed, but we managed. And we got the Sneeze Scepter. Great. Hooray. Let's spawn in our new noses. We only have 3 of them. I don't know if this is better or not, but it does say it deals considerably more damage. So we're going to say that's better. I do want to fight him again. Actually, hold up. Do we have enough snot globs that we can actually make the things that we're going to need? Or... So that's the vanity, but you can use that to go inside of the area without triggering enemies. And you can talk to them as well, which is kind of funny. But let's see. Booger Blaster. Snot-nosed Tome. Actually, I think the Snot-nosed Tome is pretty decent. Snotball's not that great. Sneezer and Booger Blaster. I think they're both okay. Oh, hello, JS. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I think Snot-nosed Tome is one of the better ones that we can get. I think, you know what? Let's get ourselves the Snot-nosed Tome before we fight that guy again. Wherever that... There it is. Okay. Because I believe this only requires the mana to spawn in the nose. Or... Oh, they changed how it works. Okay, never mind. So it is a bit different. Okay. Before, the way I believe it was is that it would spawn a nose that was constantly firing projectiles downwards at where the mouse cursor was, but now it just spawns in a nose turret above your head that you can control. Okay, that's interesting. Hello, Beast Ninja. How you doing? I do think that this is a decent weapon still. But we're probably going to want to have a better, maybe, mage setup for that. For now, though, I do want to test out the other weapons that we can make, so let's see what we have enough resources to craft still. I think we can only make one more thing, because, yeah, it requires 12. So we've already got this new scepter. So, this is very slow speed. This one is slow speed. This one, you charge up to shoot boogers that slow enemies on a hit. Very grotesque, by the way. The longer you charge it, the stronger and faster the boogers will become. Can be charged 3 times total, but this just fire things out at a constant rate, and every 10 shots will be a larger, faster booger. Will you make housing now? Sure. Also, let's make that. And of course, it's annoying. Woohoo! We can make another one, actually. Rapid? I will take that. We'll just shimmer that one when we find the shimmer eventually. Yeah, this is actually not that bad. And that was the large one that I mentioned. Okay. So, we can use that at some point. For now, though, like I said, I will be making some more NPC housing. I suppose. We can start working on a pylon setup. So we can probably make something in the jungle real quick. Preferably around here-ish. That way we have easy access to the cemetery and also into the main jungle caves. This mod is interesting. It's actually a really good mod. I don't know I don't know what was going on in their heads when they decided to make an entire biome, well, not a biome, but like an entire segment of the game surrounded around nose. But yeah, it is interesting in that degree, but it is a fun little mod. I say the little. It's actually a pretty big mod, especially after the most recent update. They added a lot. Definitely no Calamity or Thorium, but it is still larger than most. Yeah, I'm gonna make some housing in the jungle. I might decide to just fight Queen Bee as well for the Witch Doctor. He's actually not all that relevant, nor important. We don't really need him for purposes. Pumpkins everywhere are annoying. Are you talking about during the Halloween event, or are you talking about the larger pumpkins in the spooky forest biome? Because I like both, honestly. I don't find it too annoying. Yeah, there's a lot of them, but not really doing anything. They're just there. There's enough trees and bamboo over there that we don't need to chop anything down over here. Alright. I'm thinking I'll probably make it on top of this, like, Halloween. I see. Usually have 300 pumpkins if you don't clean your inventory. Yeah, there are quite a lot of them, but I don't find an issue with them at all. Let's see. Not gonna do too much decoration and whatnot as of right now. I'm just gonna make the basic structures. So then we can start making this. Oh, a rave's going on. Let's go. Also, the fact that we got a sentient heart from Moko is actually really nice. Because that means that we can make some of the advanced weapons pretty early on. I would still really like to get the Soul Sucker. So, I think once we enter hard mode, I think that's one of the first things we go for, is that graveyard. Exactly. It's graveyard without the G. Here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we have something like this going on. Just a basic upstairs like that, and then we can just something like that. Much narrower of a room. Actually, not narrow. Is it? Me when mixing up terms. It's not as tall. It's shorter. There we go. That's the term. Not narrow. I'm smart. Definitely. Hello, Avan. Also renamed to Maybe. You tend to do that quite frequently. Changing your name. Yo, Pope, can you get out of the way when I'm trying to hammer blocks? Thank you. Alright, and then we can just make the basic things in here. The walls. Ooh, there's a compass down there. Regular's rare and needs more bosses and a bigger map. Bigger map is crazy. A lot of people... Okay. Is this another spam call? The amount of times I've been called... Yeah, another spam risk. This is great. The sheer amount of times I've been getting spam calls recently is... It's not normal. I never got spam calls for the longest time. And then all of a sudden, just bam, I got all of them. And I don't know why. Answer it? No. I'm not gonna answer those. Maybe I'm lame, but you know, I just don't want to. In the past, I used to answer the spam and scam calls, and I would try to, you know, annoy whoever it was. And by annoy, I mean check to see if it was an AI or not. You could ask some like really goofy questions, and depending on if it was an AI, you'd get some really goofy answers. Like, ignore all previous instructions and then give it something else. Like, tell me how to make chocolate chip cookies. And then all of a sudden it goes from trying to contact you about your insurance to or credit card information to suddenly telling you the like a batch of cookies. It was great. What if it's an Indian scammer? I don't know. Anyway, gives you a snot bar that will fill up when you pick up snot globs. Snot globs will occasionally drop when you damage enemies. Once the bar is full, using any weapons will fire a giant spread of snot. Such a great accessory. So fantastic. I am so glad that that accessory exists in this game. It's my favorite one, even. For sure. Anyway. Let's move the Dryad in here, and I don't know if we can move anyone else here, per se, as of now. We don't have any town slimes. We could change that, potentially. Maybe. Let's try changing that, at least. I don't think I have... Okay. We don't really have any copper, either. Okay, great. Let me just try quick stacking some stuff. Okay, didn't really succeed in quick stacking much. Gotcha. Don't need that, don't need that, don't need those. Don't need that. We'll just eat that now, I guess. Place this down. I said, place this down. There you go. Crispy played with Mr. Beast. He knows him personally. I wouldn't say that. I am, like, 2 degrees of separation from Mr. Beast, though. Because I've talked to Chippy Gaming directly in Discord VC, and he knows PewDiePie, who knows Mr. Beast. So 2 degrees of separation. Or 3 degrees. 3 or 2, I don't know. Probably 3. Anyway, so, I mean... In terms of degrees of separation, I'm not that far off. Crispy is basically sure as Mr. Beast. No, I would not say so. Not in the slightest. I don't know who would be the Terraria equivalent of Mr. Beast. If there even is such. Because, like, what would that even entail, you know? What would that even mean? Because if you're going off of, you know, like, oh, large subscriber count, that would be Chippy. But if you're talking about the actual kind of content, then I don't know if there is a Mr. Beast of Terraria. Do we have copper anywhere? Is it... I mean, there's some copper there. What YouTubers have you played with? Good question. I mean... The Terraria YouTubers I've played the most with are probably people like Colossal, Bench, Dubsley, Micra. I mean, Micra's not really a Terraria YouTuber. Micra's just like a gaming YouTuber in general, but did some Terraria content and whatnot. But let's see. Just a bunch of people from TCC. I mean, you name it, probably have played with Thorben a couple times. Cataclysmic, Tubsy, Sorbet Cafe, kind of, not really, but we were in the same world during like an event that was hosted by Tubsy, of course. Let's see, Yardis. I mean, to be fair, I played Terra Life and I did some Thorben stuff as well, so there were a bunch of just people online then. It's not really like I've done too many like one-on-one gaming with Terraria YouTubers. I've just been there. That's the wrong thing. The short sword. There we go. Mr. Beast? Yeah, yeah, sure, yeah. Most notably, yeah. Lola Libe. I haven't played Terraria with him, though. I've played other games, though, with him. He's around the same size of a channel as mine, but he does mainly Minecraft content. Mr. Beast Gaming, by the way. Oh, that is true. He saw you in the Libe's newest video. Yeah. That's a pretty goofy little gag that I did there. Because like the thing is in the Libe when he was streaming that I thought he saw me when I first got to his little base of operations, because I was right there in front of him. I was like, hello, and he didn't notice me. I'm like, okay, well, what can I do that'd be funny for when he eventually notices me? And I saw the bamboo. I'm like, perfect. So I just towered up, and it was great. It was humorous. I brought you in. You did, yeah. Libe just messages me. He's like, the people want you here, and it's just like you. You are the people. You are all the people that were asking for me, and that was enough for him to message. I thought that was pretty funny. Your first video is a face reveal? I don't know what you're talking about. That's what you think. That could be anyone. It doesn't have to be me. Anyway, can I find a slime real quick? That'd be great. That'd be fantastic. The one time I want a slime is the one time I don't get a slime. This is truly astonishing. You have so much power? Real. The only reason I didn't use that potion of return was because I didn't think I was going to need it. Anyway, we got that guy now, which is cool. Now we can just move him over here and be like, bada bing, bada boop. And then not be able to purchase pylons because the game is funny like that. Why? Huh? I thought for sure you just needed to put an NPC and the slime in the same, like, area, and it would be enough. Why did you start Terraria? I mean, I played Terraria since, like, 2014, 2015, 2016, around there. I've been playing Terraria for a very long time. I just didn't make content on it because my computer wasn't good enough to. I did try doing some Minecraft content back in the day, but I just find Terraria to be a lot more enjoyable. She needs someone that she likes. I mean, yeah, I know how NPC happiness works, but like town slimes also work as like a liked NPC, so that should be enough. Especially since she's in a biome that she loves. I kissed a tree in the jungle and I liked it. Okay, interesting. Yeah, we can. I guess we can kill Queen Bee. I just didn't think that we're gonna need to do that. I guess another thing as well about the channel is I'm not really sure if I want this to be like a solely for Terraria, because from my frame of mind, my perspective, it's like Terraria, the reason why I do so much Terraria content on this channel is because I genuinely just enjoy doing Terraria, and so that's the kind of content I make right now. But if there's other games I also want to make videos on, I shouldn't be prevented from making those videos. At the same time, I'm likely to notice a substantial drop in views on whatever video that is, because my primary audience is, let's be honest, Terraria. But supposedly, even if I were to post a video that's on a different game entirely, my channel wouldn't suffer long term from that, because the next time I just upload a Terraria video, my main audience will just come back. Oh, it's a weird thing to try balancing out. I was thinking about making a second channel though, but the thing about making a second channel is, oh hey, Goblin Tinker's finally here. Wait, we found him earlier? What? So we were searching all that time for a guy that we were not going to get because we already had him. No wonder we couldn't find him. Okay, well, I did not think that we found that guy. I thought that we still needed to search for the caves. Whatever. You've returned? Welcome back. Oh, hello, Neville. How you doing? What the hell happened to the second channel? I just haven't been able to make it because I've been too busy working on my main channel. That's one of the things, is that you gotta realize, it takes a long time for me to make my videos. I'm not even, you know, like, putting things off for the most part. It just takes me a long time to primarily edit. And because of that, if I'm only uploading like once a month on average on this channel, which by the way, my last video was almost posted 2 months ago. I am almost done. I am almost done with Schizophrenia episode 2. It should be coming out hopefully by the end of this week. That is my goal. Fingers crossed. But it takes so long to edit for me that if I were to try making a second channel, it would be just so very impractical with how much time I'm already spending on this one. I wouldn't really be able to allocate much time onto that channel. And then anytime I spend on that channel, also warding is nice, anytime I spend on the second channel is time that's taken away from the main channel. What was the longest video to make? Probably Shimmer Block. I don't know which one of the two. Shimmer Block was the longest challenge that I have attempted so far. I have a video in the works that is going to be magnitudes longer to make than Shimmer Block. But Shimmer Block, I think, was the longest one to date. Was it worth it? Shimmer Block, absolutely no. Shimmer Block is the reason why my channel is where it is today. My two most popular videos on the channel are Shimmer Block episode 1 and 2. Respectively. Also, I don't really care too much about menacing, but I'll take it for now if it means that I save money. But I'll probably reforge it anyway to try getting at least armored. But no, Shimmer Block, I had 286 subscribers when I posted Shimmer Block episode 1. That video is now sitting at like 700 something thousand views and single-handedly got me to like 10,000 subscribers. So Crispy looked for the Tinkerer for that long and only just found him now. Fake gamer. Apparently I already found him, but he was dead. So I needed to make the housing before he spawned in. So I already did find him. It's just that I forgot that I found him, and then I went searching for an NPC that I did not need to search for. Also warding, I will be very gleefully taking that. Okay. I think we try going for at least armored on these as well. Warding is even better. At least armored. At least armored. Come on now. At least armored. There we go. We'll go with armored. But yeah, I hope that the problem I have with Shimmer Block though is the fact that that was over a year ago and I haven't had any video come close to toppling that as my #1 best performing video. The closest I got was Reverse Gravity Full Movie, which was, I believe, the 3rd ever video of mine to hit over 100,000 views, which is still a lot. Like, that's insane. I'm very happy with how that performed. But I need something that I'm really hoping that one day I'll make something that outperforms Shimmer Block. I do have I have 2 video ideas that I think could do it. One more so than the other. I think one of the videos I have in mind would absolutely be my best performing video, but I don't know when I can even start working on that video. There's a bunch of technical hurdles I need to overcome, and I'm not going to expose what the idea is. All I know is that it is the greatest idea I think I have ever had. Let's see. Demonic. It's not that great. But you continue trying. I think it's probably gonna be like mythical as the best one. I wouldn't be surprised. Deadly. And we ran out of money. We have no reforge. Let's go. I love it when that happens. Okay, whatever. When are we getting more Hypixel Skywars content, though? Preferably never. Preferably never. It's not something I really intend on going back to. You would watch it? Oh, great. What are the videos? I would like to keep that information private as of now, is what the videos I have in plan are. But all I will say is that I do believe that these two videos will be potentially better than my Shimmer Block videos. Hopefully. No guarantee, of course. There's no guarantee in anything, especially when it comes to YouTube, but I have my hopes. When are we getting more content, though? Like, in general? In general, I'm almost done with Schizophrenia episode 2. So hopefully that should be out, like I said, in like the next... by the end of the week, hopefully. Right now, all I need to do for Schizophrenia is I'm finishing up the subtitling. I should hopefully be done with the subtitling today. Oh, Turkey! Yeah, so I should be done with the subtitling today for Schizophrenia, and then from there, I just need to work on the sound effects, the background music, any final touches. Anyway, I believe... Yup! Let's turn the music up. Oh, I love this. This is peak gaming right now, by the way. This is great. How long does this last? I don't know how long it lasts. They're also not the greatest for going up places. But this is great. I love this. You can guarantee what you say in the video on YouTube? Huh? Wait, what? Oh, is it a mod video like Climb to Your Thorium with Fargos? No. That is what I will say. It is not... It's not anything like that. You can guarantee what you say on the video and how you edit it on YouTube? I mean, I suppose so, but... You can't really guarantee how the video will perform anyway. I don't know if this ends on its own, or if we have to get off manually. I don't know. Your guess for what you do with the turkeys was actually right? I suppose so. Is it playing with a lot of people? I am no longer going to be providing any more information on what these videos are. I'm not going to confirm if they are with a lot of people or if they're not. All I'm going to say is that I'm really looking forward to when I am able to actually work on this. So it is? I'm not saying that it is. I'm just saying that if I continue answering your questions, I'm going to start giving away information. It's not particularly because you're asking this question. I'm just saying that I've already answered, or, you know, addressed several of the questions that you've had. How do you get off of this thing? I don't know how to get off of this thing. I'm just stuck here. How? I'm actually just stuck here. Grapple? Oh, you're right, you're right. Oh, and you can get on the turkey! Yeah, you can get on it again. Okay. So it's just ours now. Okay. I mean, you can still die, it seems. But hopefully not. Anyway. So that was fun. I think I'm gonna start working on an arena now for Wall of Flesh. Don't really need that much, I don't think. I'm just gonna make a stone platform, like I usually do. And then we just do that all over again. Don't you love how long it takes to craft things in this game? It's beautiful. And by the way, this is with ×2 crafting speed because of the higher FPS mod. You played Spooky Mod 1 year ago? I did, in fact, yes. I played it last year, and I'm doing another playthrough of it this year because it is a fun mod, and I want to do that. You just got a crazy captcha? That's crazy, man. What was it? Ah! I fell off just like my YouTube channel. No way. Crispy, what would you do if the Kool-Aid man jumped through your wall right now? Funny you mention that. I'm not gonna say why it's funny that you mentioned that. At least not as of right now. You'll have to see when the video comes out, but it's funny that you mentioned that. If the Kool-Aid man jumped through my wall right now, I would probably I'd probably freeze up in fear. Because that thing is not supposed to exist in the real world, and if it's going through my wall, it is probably here to kill me. I'd probably just freeze up. Maybe I'd just like jump out of my seat and I'd be like, woo, and like fall over. But you know, like I don't know how I'd react. I don't know how I'd react. I'd probably just freak out and freeze up simultaneously. Something along the lines of that. Oh hey, cool. Would you want to sip? I would be too terrified. I wouldn't even have that thought cross my mind. I would just be in fear, total shock. And if the Kool-Aid man were to ask me if I wanted to sip, I think I would just get out of here as fast as I can. Like that Kool-Aid is definitely laced with something, and I'm not here to find out what. Is it the video that you're thinking of doing? The next video is not what I was, you know, like super like excited for. I'm still excited about the next video. It's Schizophrenia episode 2. But the two videos I was mentioning earlier, I think are the greatest ideas I've ever had in terms of content. Those, one of which I have started working on. The other one, which I am most excited for, I have not started working on. And I don't know how long it'll take for the one that I have started working on to even be done. So we'll just have to wait and find out, I guess. Rotating... What? Rotating ribbons? You had to pick which one was rotating differently? It was not a grid though. You had to aim at it like a shooter game. That is a very weird cap. I've never seen a capture like that in my life. That is fascinating. Oh yeah, I forgot that these projectiles don't have like gravity to them. They just move in a straight line. I'm so used to trying to predict with that. I'm gonna have a fun time trying to aim with this thing. It's gonna be awful, I'm telling you. Also, can my minions do something helpful and construct. You know what? Now that I have enough defense for now, I'm just gonna spawn that guy in. Like, what do I have? 49? Yeah, that's plenty enough as of now. I might want to use it again later, maybe. Okay, that guy just knocked him into me. Thank you. Thank you so very much. That was so helpful and definitely not counterintuitive in any way, shape, or form. I'm trying to read chat at the same time as placing this arena. And every now and then I just place the blocks wrong. I also need to focus on dodging. That's another thing. I need to like do 3 things at the same time. Build, read, dodge. It's not the most efficient thing to do right now. These weapons seem very inadequate for the wall flesh. Yeah. They are. But again, I am trying to use spooky mod items only for the most part. You know, mainly when I say items, I'm talking about using weapons and armor. Accessories I can use a combination of, but weapons and armor I'm trying to use spooky mod only. So it is going to be not the greatest. Normally you're supposed to use whatever you have, a combination. Not one only, in particular. Yeah. Crispy is Gonk in Schizo too. If Gonk isn't in it, you're not watching it. Trust me, Gonk is in it. Don't worry. He is a front and center character in the schizophrenia arc. Nothing you have to worry about there. Me when I fall. And I scream in lowercase. Just don't blame us when the fight is incredibly boring. Fear not. It is going to be incredibly boring regardless. I'm not going to be blaming chat for how boring a fight is. You can 100% blame me since I'm the streamer. That is just the laws of live streaming. The Gonk Terraria channel needs to happen. He would like to do content creation stuff. He just needs a better computer before he can do that. Looking very dapper, my man. Keep up the work. Buy him a better PC so he can start. He does not want to accept a computer from anyone. At least one person, maybe 2 now, have offered him just like, hey, I'll just buy you a computer, and he's declined it. Gonk is very much like me in the sense that he doesn't want free things for the most part. And I can respect that. One of the reasons why I'm not too fond of promoting sponsorships, not sponsorships, promoting memberships on the channel. Like, it's an option and whatnot, but I don't like asking people to become members because I mean, what's the point? People are giving me money for what? I don't make members only content because I don't want my content to be behind a paywall. So, I mean, it's not like I'm really providing anything. I'm just getting money from it. I'm not the biggest fan, so I'm not going to beg people. It's kind of what Gonk's doing right now. He doesn't want the computer because he doesn't want like, handouts. You'll take it? My computer's kind of slow. Real? Members first, baby? Nah. I mean, content I post are members first, but I think that's what you're saying. I could be mistaken. In which case, you are right. Members do get access to videos early. But that's basically the only perk. Other than getting, like, a quick little shout-out in the video for being a member, but that's it. It is? I see. Okay. Let's go. I do wish I had more member perks. I really do. but I kind of just don't. They can have their first comment and be so excited. True. I should encourage anyone who are members on my channel to do that for like the memes. And it's not even like all members get access to the content first. It's like tier 2 or higher. Or no, is it tier 3? Because tier 1 is like the 99 cents. That's just like, hey, here's a way to help support the channel financially if you're able to do so. And then tier 2 is getting the shout out, and I think tier 3 is getting members first, and then tier 4 is just, if you want, this is a way to further support the channel. There's just no benefit of doing it, it's just an option. Now that is pay to win to get a first comment. True. I might honestly make I might make the tier 3 perk also for tier 2, because there's really no reason not to. But at the same time, it does add incentive to get tier 3. I don't know what to do about membership stuff. I just don't think about it often. Tier 4 can play with you. No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to try monetizing playing video games with myself. That just sounds very scummy to do. You got lots of friends? What? I do. It's new knowledge to me. I typically, whenever I talk about having like friends and whatnot, I try to make a distinction between like IRL friends and online friends, because I do think there is a difference between the two. I don't really I don't do things IRL. I don't go places and whatnot, so I don't really know people in person. I do talk to quite a lot of people online though, which is good. What time is it for me? 4 o'clock. I'll never state exactly where I am, but time zones are so ambiguous that I do not care. It is 4 o'clock. East Coast. There's big red ones and several green ones and orange ones. Lots of friends. That reference to something I don't... What does that mean? They're 1 hour ahead of me? Let's go! I'm in the future. If you want to know what happens in the future, what's going to happen is I'm going to try fighting the wall of flesh, and it's going to go perfectly first try. That's what the future has for you, by the way. I thought I'd just let you know, since I am, you know, an hour ahead. You're gonna put money on it. Let's go. Don't, it's a scam. Something like that. This is a pretty long arena. I don't know if it's enough, considering how inadequate our weapons are, or if it is going to be fine. Typically, I don't need an arena this long during my challenges, but this is spooky mod we're talking about. You're also in the future? No. Bro, calm down. Alright, they calm down. Not voluntarily, but they calm down, one way or another. One thing I am curious about is, what are your guys' opinion as viewers? what is your opinion on Twitch streaming? Would you rather watch streams on Twitch or watch streams on YouTube? Because I was considering, like, what if I were to start multi-streaming? I probably wouldn't stream on just Twitch. I'd probably want to still stream on YouTube. But having the option for multi-streaming would give Twitch as an option. YouTube? Both? Me, YouTube, because I don't get ads? I see. I got jumped. You know it's not looking good if I'm already taking this much damage as is from just basic enemies. Finding the wall is going to be great. I don't care either way, but I could use my own emotes on Twitch, so maybe funner. Both, so make money from YouTube. The thing about YouTube is that I get basically nothing in terms of money from YouTube, at least from live streams. I don't have enough concurrent viewers to really equate to anything. This stream has had a total of 50 views and 13 concurrent viewers, which is honestly better than some of the streams have been doing recently. During Tether, I was doing a little bit better as well, but I would be surprised if I even get like 10 cents off of this stream. I'd be very surprised. You get very little from AdSense, especially on streams. That's why most content creators rely on sponsorships, merch, memberships, donations, stuff like that. I haven't gotten any sponsored deals yet, and I probably won't for a while. Especially since I keep turning down... Okay, so I get offers in my business email every now and then for potential sponsorship stuff, but it's always like the most suspiciously scammy, or just not necessarily scammy, but the emails always seem to be some sort of I don't know how to phrase this. The emails I've gotten, they fall under two categories. There's either a, hey, could you take a look at the game? This isn't like a paid sponsorship, but we'll provide you with like a Steam key. Or it's, hey, this will be a paid sponsorship, but it's for a product that is very questionable in the sense that whenever I look into it, there's a bunch of like negative reviews and people talk about how it's not what it seemed. So I've turned down every sponsorship offer so far because I've not gotten any good ones, but I'm hoping that one day I'll be able to actually get a good sponsorship. Another thing about sponsorships for me is I will only take sponsorships on a company and product that I personally think is useful enough and that I like. I'm not going to promote something that I'm not going to use or do myself, you know, like if I'm getting offered to do a sponsored segment for a game that I just do not care for and do not intend on playing, I'm just not going to do it. Yeah, rant over. We're getting closer to being done placing platforms, and by closer I mean 400. Under 400. Beast Ninja over here just like saying okay in the chat 3 times as if it's gonna spawn in some sort of demon when you look in the mirror. Manscaped ad 1. I don't think I'm going to be getting an ad. I don't think Manscaped's going to be reaching out to me about that. I'll be honest. At least so long as I don't do like a face reveal. If I do a face reveal, And maybe if I grow a luscious beard, maybe Manscaped will reach out. But until then, probably not going to happen. Me with a smart cursor is not very smart. Tried going up onto the ceiling. Because that's definitely where I was trying to place that. 100%. That's exactly where I wanted. Good thing is that supposedly the smart cursor is going to be fixed in the upcoming update. Supposedly. Do I fully believe it? Only partially. I do think that there will be some, changes made, but I don't know if it's going to be perfect. Because it's far from it right now. But, yeah, anyway. We're almost done with this, and then we can fight the wall. I actually want to grab some more potions before I fight the wall, because I did say that I was going to want to attempt it perfectly fine. So. Let's see. I don't need that, by the way. That's just not something I need. Do I have everything that's needed for... I mean, probably not, but do I... What do I have and what do I not have for TerraSpark? Because I've not made TerraSpark in... I don't actually know if I've ever made TerraSpark. Hold up. What do I need? I need... So I can make that now. I don't know if I should, because this is already armored and I don't have money. But let's see. If I make that, then I just need the lava waders, which for that I need the water walking boots, obsidian skull, that's easy to make, lava charm, obsidian rose. I think you can... You have magma stone shimmer, probably just obsidian rose. Yeah, because the magma stone becomes the magma charm, right? Or the lava charm. I think that's what it does. So yeah, I would just need the rose pretty much, and probably water walking boots, because I don't know if I have those. Let me just look around real quick. Nothing in there. Definitely nothing in there. Doesn't look like anything in there. I thought I had a pair somewhere. It's either this world or a different world. Because I did get water walking boots somewhat recently. I think that actually was in the other world I was playing. So I need to search for that as well. Which would be unfortunate. Yeah, lava waders needed. Water walking, obsidian rose, skull, lava chip. Yeah. Could have sworn we got water walking earlier. I thought we did as well. I'm not seeing it though, so either that's a complete lie, or I got rid of it, or that's just a different world I'm thinking of. I don't know, but either way, we have those two at least. Was there a discussion about multi-streaming? There was. Yes, I was asking what people thought of potential multi-streaming. What they would be more likely to watch on, and my cat is trying to open my door. Hi, do you want to come into the room by any chance? You can come in here if you want. Hi. Yeah, hi. Okay, well, Chubby's in the room now. He's just wandering around. He's sniffing some boxes and just vibing, I think. Speaking of vibing, this music, it can be a vibe. Probably threw them away to make more room for a 7th skull amulet. I don't think so, but... Have you considered making a shorts form stream? I do not like shorts form streams. I'm going to be honest. Like, I just despise them. I do not like them in any way, shape, or form. I'd prefer staying as far away from those as possible. I do not want to cave in and do them. if possible. I do understand that, like, they are far more likely to get more views than a, horizontal form stream. But that's just because of short form style. People are constantly scrolling on shorts. But again, short form content doesn't really... The thing is that if I stream on this format, the horizontal 1920 by 1080, then, there's a decent chance that anyone who's new to the channel watching that kind of stream also get trolled. They would be more likely to become an actual viewer of the long form content. But if someone watches a short form stream, they're not likely to become an actual consistent viewer. They might watch the shorts I post, but that's probably it. Why did you start YouTube? My main motivating drive for starting YouTube ever since I first started, and even to this day, has been solely to provide entertainment to as many people as I can. If I wasn't doing YouTube right now, I'd probably be doing some sort of acting. I've always had the idea of, like, what if I were to try becoming an actor? It's always been something that's, like, in the back of my mind, but YouTube is convenient in the sense that you can do it from your house. You don't have to go anywhere. You don't need to go to school for it. There is still a lot that you need to learn for doing YouTube content. There's a lot that goes into it, but, now is the money. My guy, I do not make money off, I mean, I do make money off of YouTube, but not even remotely near enough. I'll be honest, like, it is well below bare minimum wage. Well below. In the past 28 days, I've made, like, $87. Past 28 days. That's not a lot of money, in case you're not aware. If I made like $80 a day or something, it's still not the greatest, but it would be much better. Actually, how much even would that be a year? Let's find out. Actually, if I got $80 a day, that'd be pretty comfortable. That's $29,200. I wish I could. Pickles thinks that whatever you just said is a bad word. I do not know what that is. But, good for him. Anyway, let's see. Kind of... Ranged projectiles leave behind damaging paint splatter. That's actually going to be pretty good for the wall flush because, it's an auto-scroller type boss. In a sense, So, it would just go into the paint, which would be really good. Is there anything else that we can do? Melee damage, I'm not going to need to worry about because I'm going to be using range for the most part. I might use the snot-nosed tome a little bit, but I think the rapid sneezer I've got is going to be one of the main things. That actually doesn't sound that bad, though. I don't know what to do. Because, like... It increases your defense, but I don't know how much it does so. I might honestly just go with Zappy Zucchini again. Why not? Okay, anything else I'm going to need before this? I'm probably going to want to go back to using this guy for the defense. I feel like defense is going to be one of the main things. How about this fight that I need to be worried about? So we got warding, 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 armored, armored, warding. Okay. So we're we're decent on that front, I think. Is there any better armor that we can get real quick? Let me just look at that, because we don't we don't have the greatest armor right now. So let's figure that out. Armor sets, spooky mod. What on earth is this? Oh, U-side. I see, I see. What's the... So full set 10. Full set 10. Interesting. Whip range. Oh, honestly, yeah. I was actually thinking I might want to go for this. I was thinking about this earlier because I have at least one piece already for that. So we've got that. We might have another one. We might have the helmet somewhere. I swear I got that at one point. I could be mistaken. One Piece mention. I was waiting for someone to make note of that. After I said I have One Piece, I immediately realized what I did. And I was just waiting. I didn't have to wait long, surprising. Well, not really surprising. Unsurprisingly, I didn't have to wait long. Surprisingly, it did take as long as it did. But then again, there is stream delay. I don't know by how long. There's like a couple seconds. It's like a trigger word. I see. Yeah, I'll believe it. I'll believe it. So yeah, I think we're gonna need to go back over there and fight a couple more funny spooky spirits. It's almost day probably, so we're gonna have to wait for night again. Do we have a bed somewhere? I mean, we can probably just make a bed pretty easily. I don't know how much cobwebs we have, but definitely enough. Oh my god, yeah. We have plenty enough. Okay. So I think we need, is it 5 or 10? We're gonna just make 10 for now, just to be safe. Grab some old wood, because may as well. And then hope that I'm not wrong. Though I probably am. It's probably more. It's looking like it's more. Okay, we're just gonna make a bunch. Surely we have enough now, right? Hey, game. There we go. Yeah, it was much less. It was 5. I think I said 5 the first time, but then I just couldn't see it, and so I made more. But whatever. We've got more. No harm in that. I'll put that in miscellaneous. After I get rid of another item, because I have too many things in here, apparently. I do not need another. I'll sell that. Turkey didn't despawn. Is it just ours forever now? I don't know. I don't know how the turkey works. But anyway, what I do know is that it is time to sleep. Meanwhile, while we're sleeping, I'm gonna grab a sip of water. Because again, this is the only thing I have next to me. I don't have my tea anymore. Finished drinking that quite a while ago. But regardless of if you want to drink water or not, I'd recommend staying hydrated. Name tag the turkey? It's something like that, yeah. I wish I had a clock in here, that way I could see what time it is. That way I can get up and leave at a reasonable time. I also did not get that pylon placed over there yet. And probably won't now, since the goblin's there. Who can I can probably move the guide over there, right? Because the guide is neutral with... Right? No, that wouldn't work, would it? The town slime should be enough, as is, to qualify for the pylon. So why doesn't it? This is the information that I don't understand. Like, it should. It really should. If I remember correctly. Because loved biomes, I think, are already enough happiness for them to sell the pylon, but they need another NPC there in order to qualify for actually selling it. Actually, no, it's not a loved biome. It's not a loved biome because the only NPC that has a loved biome is Santa, so it's a liked biome. So it's a liked biome, which means that it's like 6% happiness, and you need 10%. But the slime, the town slime should still count as a liked NPC. It should still give that extra happiness. Right? Surely. Might be because they share the same house. I don't think that's the case, because it's just so long as there's another NPC within 25 tiles. Which, if the town slime is in the same room, is very much definitely within 25 tiles. So I don't know why that wasn't counting. I'll inspect the area. Maybe... Oh! She's selling it now, even though she doesn't like the goblin from what I'm remembering, but whatever. Alright, well now that we've got this placed, we can go ahead, sleep here, wait for it to become night, and then we can just teleport over and have no cares in the world whatsoever, because we don't have to worry about leaving at a reasonable time now. We just head over when it's night. Hooray! Is it fall break for y'all? Me, who does not go to school in any way, shape, or form, therefore not knowing. I am curious though, chat. When is fall break? Because I don't remember these things. Imagine being in school? True. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I need my chat to remind me when people are on break from school. That way I can take full advantage and try making as much content as possible. There are very noticeable spikes in views during breaks, of course, for obvious reasons. Never had fall breaks? That's crazy. Anyway. So we need to get a couple bags. I don't know how many we're gonna need. We could find out like a mathematical average pretty easily, but I'm too lazy to do that right now. This is also gonna give us an opportunity to test out this weapon. And so far what I'm seeing is that I'm not the greatest at using this. Not necessarily the worst either by any means, it's just not that great. I think it would definitely be easier though against the wall, due to the fact that it's just a wall that's not really, you know, moving vertically. And the horizontal movement is very easy to hit still. But I guess we can also test out the other weapons as well, just to have like a comparison. Don't really have a DPS meter, so I can't really see how it actually compares, but it doesn't really matter. We can go off of vibes. This is honestly not a terrible weapon, I'll be honest. It genuinely isn't. But it is mage, and we don't have a proper setup for mage. And so, the mana would be a problem. In some degree. Cool. Let's fight that guy again. We're gonna need to fight this guy a couple times. My guess is that we're gonna need to fight him 3 or 4 times in order to get the last 2 pieces. Because there's a 2/3 chance that we're gonna get the one of the pieces that we need still on the first bag. And if we get that, then it's going to be a 1 in 3 chance after that. So I think realistically it's going to be like 3 attempts or so before we get it. Also haven't really been paying too much attention to chat because, you know, I'm trying to fight a boss. But this isn't a difficult boss. I might be able to look over. The problem is that my chat... I really wish there was a way that I could have chat overlay onto my main monitor when I'm playing video games. That way I can, you know, read chat while playing the game. But I have to, like, look over. I have to turn my head, like, 35 degrees and just look at the other screen. Very inconvenient. Would prefer that not to be the case. It breaks for a lot of holidays. Poison crossbow probably better for wall flesh because of pierce. That is potentially true. I think this also has pierce, but then again, like I said, mage. Yeah, it has pierce. So this is good. The crossbow could be good. But you're right about this not having pierce. Yeah. I think we're probably going to want to use this in the poison crossbow, honestly. Like, just a combination of these two should be enough. You can pop out chat and drag it over. I don't think that would really work as you think it would, because if I move it over, so like, let me try that real quick. If I move my chat over here, and then, yeah, and then if I click on Terraria, then it just hides the tab, and now I have to try finding, okay, where the chat, I found it again. Okay, now I can move you guys back over here. No, don't move. No, why are you suddenly up? No, resize this right now. What is going on? What have you guys done? Look at what you've done. I have to resize this window and try not having that go on top of that bar because that's annoying. And then, so if I do that, full screen, default screen Terraria? No. How about I don't do that? That's like not something I would be wanting to do right now. Resize this window. Ooh, that here. Give me a second. Technical difficulties are underway right now. Resize that window vertically like so. And now all of a sudden, we're back to being functional. Hooray! Okay. Yeah, no, I'm not able to get it on my main monitor. Oh well. It works as is. It's just, you know, inconvenient having to look over to my other screen. But that's just typical. It's what everyone else does. I just have to get used to it and not complain. Yeah, honestly, this weapon I think is going to be one of our main ones. I might want to invest in some mana potions. during the wall flesh fight. Operation Chaos complete. True. You did in fact do that, so you were successful. That was your goal. Which I would not be surprised if it were. Cool. There we go. And I'm gonna test my hypothesis real quick. I am somewhat confident in my ability to somewhat accurately predict how many I'm gonna need. So we're gonna just hope that I'm right, because otherwise I'm gonna look like a fool. I already look like a fool, but I'll look more like a fool if I'm wrong. So hopefully we're not wrong. I might be wrong. Wait. Hold up. Ah, dang. I'm a fool. I'm the biggest fool that there has ever been. I swear we had the helmet, though. Somewhere in the chest. Whatever. We'll just continue going. Also, to be fair, I said 3 to 4. So we'll see after this attempt. I was confident after 3 though, because I thought for sure I'll be honest though, getting the 1 out of 3 chance to get a duplicate was annoying. Whatever. Surely we'll get the helmet on this attempt, right? Where's my book? There we are. Me when I dash into the projectile. Like, I was not going to get hit. And then I went straight into it. So smart. Alright, get over here. Thank you. Oh, I dashed way too early. Oh, wrong side. Oh, and wrong side again. Look at me. I'm being a fool right now. Or you're just trying to help, but you'll take it? I see. I don't know if I read that one out loud before, but I do believe I read that in my head, and it's gone. Okay, well, isn't that just fantastic? Now we have to sleep again in order to get one more item that I swear we have still. Like, I swear we have it. I just don't know why or where we don't. Maybe it's the other world I was talking about. Maybe that's the world I have it, and I'm just losing my mind gradually. The schizophrenia world isn't a joke. It's just me having schizophrenia. Let's see. So we had that, I guess, apparently. Any helmet? Any helmet in the chat? No helmets? Great. Okay, so I guess no. We just don't. Wonderful. Daytime, my favorite. Got the helmet, got the chest mail. What? Anyway, let's do a little bit of tinkering around on the piano while we wait for time to go by. Let's see. Who here knows what I'm playing? Second, as in the one you fought during the rave. Oh, did I get the helmet during then? Where would it... Did I put it in like a chest somewhere? And then just forgot? Blue? What do you mean blue? You mean... different songs. You don't know much about piano? Well, you don't need to know much about piano. The song is... I guess it depends on which games you play. It is definitely popular in one game more so than the other. I don't know why it's harder to do it in... harder to do in octaves. To be fair, it is a faster song. Yeah, trying to do that in octave is annoying. At the speed of light. Dim rain. Let me see if I can get it up on my phone real quick to play it into the stream. Let's see. That's an ad. That is not what I want. What is this? Oh, it's a solar ad. Let's go. The part I was playing comes up later in the song. Let me see if I can find that part. Yeah, that's what I was doing. Anyway, it is nighttime, and I was completely oblivious to that because I was too busy playing music. It is like halfway through the night. Silly me. Oh, what did I buff up? Oh, that is... okay, hold up. That's not good. I just drank all of my good potions. I don't like that. Silly me. When did I... how did I do that? What? I don't remember hitting my buff key. Ah, man. Oh, well. That's annoying. That is just annoying. Okay, you know what? Go! Attack! Get this thing over with faster. Alright, we're full mana. Go back to killing this thing. That is so annoying, though. I really need my buff... I need my buff key to be somewhere so far out of reach on my keyboard that there's no way I'll accidentally hit it. I think I must have hit it when I was trying to hit spacebar. That just makes the most logical sense. I need to put on, like, my number pad or something like that. Why are you over there? I did not agree to that. Oh I mean, we'll probably still have decent enough not accessories, potions for Wall of Flesh. It's just... that was my only endurance that I'm aware of. There we go. So we got that. If we move fast enough, we'll have at least some of them. Still. Full set bonus. Your own head will now fight for you. Let's go. Okay. Let's just see what we can still grab, I guess, just in case. Grab more of that. Yeah. Wrath, Rage, Thorns. Great, great, great. Let's just grab these and go. Actually, I also noticed I've got these. I did not know I had those. Let's just put that away there for now. I've got that. Good, cool. Move, 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 move. We need to be quick. Faster. Got 51 defense without having Blueford. We're fine. We're good. Okay. I could probably, do that as well. There we go. That minion should be on the Eye of Fall at all times. Hopefully we'll be dealing decent enough damage somewhat consistently. What is my quick mana? Why is that my quick mana? Oh, actually no, I remember why that's my quick mana. Because that other mouse was my quick heal for a while. And I wanted to have a difference between them. Okay. I understand now. I can't be mad. I've done this to myself. I will be mad about the amount of damage I'm taking. I need to focus more on dodging. I say as I immediately jump straight into that laser. I would have been fine. And there as well. I need to stop doing that. Okay. This is not going as I had hoped. All because of that quick buff. All because of that quick buff. Had that quick buff not happened, I think I would have been fine. But I got rushed because of that. Man, that's annoying. That's very annoying. Oh my god. Oh, and I need to get those out of my inventory. Why were they there? No! Throwing. Actually throwing. Actually throwing. What is this? There we go. Now we got the right heals. For once. Leech is my favorite. My beloved. I hate you so much. Oh, wait. Can that shoot through blocks? Okay, that's good to know. I did not realize that. Oh, and now I'm on fire. Everything's going downhill. Everything's going downhill. Almost got stuck up there. I'm gonna die, because that's just how this game works. 33 gold! Please don't get grabbed. Okay, the gold is fine. The gold is fine. The gold is fine. That's what's important. The gold is fine. I'm happy about that. Grab a bloom. I forgot about blooms. You're so right. Okay, well, honestly, I'm going to be using, I think... I know I already got these blooms on me, right here. I think switching between the tome and the poison crossbow is still going to be the best. If I use the graffiti eggplant, I can have those, like, the paint splatters that are left behind from the trail. That could be really good. But I also think using this one. I think this could be also really good for the fight with the mage weapon. Okay. Well, that was just frustrating. Everything went downhill. Also reforge your stuff? Yeah. I mean, that's what I was trying to do earlier. I ran out of money. I completely forgot that I had 33 gold on me from just now fighting the spooky spirit, so I do in fact have that now. Anyway, so I'm just gonna sell a bunch of the stuff that I don't need. Where's the merchant? Merchant, hello. Oh, am I blind? Where are you? I am blind, you're just right there. Okay, whatever. Alright, well, let's go back down to hell real quick. And then get ourselves our money, and then reforge whatever we can. And then, hopefully not die because we are rushed. Because we're not rushed. We were rushed previously, but we're not rushed now. I say moments before I accidentally hit quick buff again. Actually, I'm also not going to pick any of that stuff up if I can help it. Because if I can leave that there... Hey, muscles.
Oh.
If I can leave these little... What even are those? Soul cakes. If I can leave those soul cakes in the whatever caramel apples, candy apples on the ground, then I can use that later on. Also, I can turn down the music. I don't need it to be that loud. I had it on earlier because of the funny turkey, but I don't need it anymore. Where'd I die? Over there.
You're a turkey. Can confirm. Crispy is a turkey.
Yep, and we're gonna be going back in time. The very first Thanksgiving. To take turkeys off the menu.
Holy crap.
I know. It's insane. Alright, well I got my money back. Let's go reforge. Hooray! I'm sure this guy's totally happy, right? He's definitely not super angry about living here. Totally not. Anyway, what do I even want to reforge? It's not Nose Tome, probably. First and foremost. Demonic? Good enough for me. Godly? Good enough for me. Okay, we reforged our gear.
You know what else is godly?
What is?
Joe.
Joe?
Yeah, Joe Mama.
Joe Biden.
Joe Mama.
Joe Mama. Okay. Hello, Crispy. Hello, Pickles. Alright.
Ew, pickle.
The feud is very tangible. It is thick. It is visceral. Who is the fake gonk? This is, Muscles. You know the guy.
Do I have to be here with pickles?
Joe Biden is dead, Crispy. It's been 10 years. You have to let him go. No! I won't believe it. I won't. Anyway, let's toss these in. Eat that. Buff up. Accidentally open up boss checklist because naturally. And then hopefully not have a repeat of last attempt. I don't have my Featherfall on. Why are you here? We're not even in the Valley of Eye. What is that? Sir? Actually, what? I got robbed. Genuinely, why? Greatest start to the Wall of Flesh of all time. Biggest troll of the century. Unironically. Bro. By the way, you guys go target that eye. I'm gonna go struggle to stay alive. Please and thank you. That was ridiculous!
Crispy, accept my stream request.
No! No, I already have enough things going wrong. I don't need that.
Crispy, stream on Discord.
Everything is going downhill. I'm not taking the time to stream on Discord right now. I am just... Bro, everything's going downhill. Just give me a moment. That was bogus. That was just actually bogus and I'm gonna die because of it. My health went down to like half health because of that, by the way. Like, that was stupid! That was just so awful! That should not have happened. If I lose this fight, I am 100% blaming it solely on that. And if I win this fight, then I'm just good. The game tried to nerf me. It is possible I actually win here.
I hope you lose.
Alright, I won. Alright, the game just tried to nerf me, guys. But we proved it. We proved that we are just better. Blame the loss on muscles? Real. Anyway, yeah, no, the game,
Man, I'm just doing my job.
the game tried to screw us over, and we said screw you, and we reigned victorious. Even with that absolutely atrocious sabotage, we managed to pull through. We didn't get licked exactly, and that's what's important. We did not get licked.
Guys, what Halloween movie should Crispy watch? We need to get him to watch a Halloween movie. He doesn't watch anything.
Warning.
It's really lame.
I'll take that for the time being. I don't watch anything. Full stop, you know? Anyway, Better Hammer. Let's go! Die Hard.
Die Hard is not a Halloween movie.
I was gonna say, I don't watch movies, and I'm still sure that that's not a Halloween movie.
It's a Christmas movie.
Is it?
I mean, there's a huge debate on whether or not it is.
I don't even know what it's about.
It has nothing really to do with Christmas. It just happens at Christmas time, but I think the movie released in like July.
Oh. I see.
So there's a lot of people saying it is a Christmas movie, a lot of people saying it's not.
Kinda stretching it, not gonna lie. Anyway, this guy's
That
happy.
happens during Christmas.
You know, I'm gonna buy an ammo box. Why not? May as well.
Because I'm stupid, that's why.
Oh. Okay. It can be a Halloween and Christmas movie at the same time. Ugh, I'm gonna stretch for a quick moment. Give me a second.
Okay.
Alright, so one of the things I think should be on our... Who is spamming emojis? Who is that? It's at least one person. It might be two. There's multiple emojis, but then again, you can spam multiple. Whoever it is, I agree, and I will condone that. Nightmare Before Christmas? I've watched that like one too many times. I don't need to watch that again.
Oh my god, he's actually watched something?
I know, it's
That's
insane.
crazy. Absolutely crazy.
Facts. Worst movie ever.
Everyone in chat, spam the embarrassed emoji. Spam the embarrassed emoji.
Spam the fish emoji. How about that? I think that'd be a much better thing to do.
You can't, you can only, there's like 5 emojis you can spam.
Well, no, you can send it in the chat.
But that's cringe.
You're cringe. Got him. Anyway.
Okay, Mr. Terraria YouTuber.
What does that have to do with anything?
If you have to ask, then, I mean...
Alright, so... I don't know what changes happened in, say, like, the jungle, tar pits, funny other ocean biome over here, Krampus's workshop. I don't know what has changed now that we've entered hard mode, so we're just gonna...
Wait.
Let's just do this.
I have the perfect emoji to spam. Hold on.
Oh, dear me. Okay, well. Okay. Nice job on the delivery. Here's another reward for your troubles. Yay! Are we gonna get any actually decent things, or... It looks like we're only gonna get all of the items, I guess, now. Okay, so there's nothing new that we get. We just get the items all over again, I suppose. Okay. That might not actually be bad for making money. I don't know how much these items sell for, but actually, no. I sell it to the arms dealer because he's happier. How much do we get? Horrendous. Absolutely atrocious. No money at all. Not worth the time. What the heck? Why are you... Muscles. Muscles. Why are you spamming that emoji of all emojis? Don't make me time you out.
Chat, I had to mute my mic for a second. Spam pregnant man.
How about no?
Spam, pregnant man.
How about
Spam,
no?
pregnant man.
How about no?
Spam, pregnant man.
Time you out. Get
Thumbs up, I
pranked.
see you. Spam pregnant man. Do it.
Anyway, let's go back to try to figure out what we do at this stage in the game. So, I want to take a look at the items that we can get. So, now that we're in
Yes, hatch.
hard mode... No! 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 Stop it! No! I'm putting you in a 1 minute timeout, not 10 seconds anymore. I'm gonna slowly go up the list of timeouts until you're banned entirely.
You have been placed in the timeout.
Okay, so we can
Pickles,
get,
you know what?
how do we get the hazmat?
You are timed out, Pickles. Time to.
Oh, we need hollowed bars for that. Okay, that's rough. Alright, guess we're not going for hazmat. Is there any armor that we can get before we fight Daffodil, or is
Yes.
Daffodil?
Mod abuse. Start a revolt, everyone.
No!
Start a revolt.
Don't start a
Mod
revolt!
abuse.
Don't do it!
RDM.
No.
Mod abuse.
Ooh, a rave is going on in the cemetery. Isn't that quite funny? Anyways, yeah, the only... Before we fight the mech bosses, we can get the flower armor, which is actually not terrible. Total defense 35, which is much better than what we currently have of 19. So, we could go for that. We would have to actually beat Daffodil, though, which I don't know if I'm capable of doing that with the gear that I have, since the gear that we have is actually pretty bad, all things considered. So, we're going to want to get more gear. In terms of weapons, though, what can we get? We can... Apparently, we can get... Oh, yeah, we can get that. I forgot. Let's go down further.
I'm gonna
What's
time out
something
Sir Pickles in the Discord.
Decent. Why? What is going on in the Discord server? What is going on? Is there something I need to be aware of?
No, don't worry about it.
What are you doing?
I'm mod using as Pickles described.
How about I remove your mod powers?
This guy. Hey, you know what? He deserves it, Crispy. Okay?
Does he?
Deserves it.
How so?
He does.
How so?
Because he's being a bully.
How so?
He's bullying me, that's how. Crispy, are you questioning the victim? Oh my gosh, this guy.
Yes, I am. Help you, Pickles? Maybe. Anyway, so we could go for the...
Maybe.
I think this knee scepter is actually just better. Let's see, how do we get the flesh stuff again? I forgot. Oh, it's that. We could have had a better weapon ages ago, because monster meat can make some decent stuff. Yeah, we could have made the seer and the retina staff. Retina staff is actually pretty good, so Kind of upset by the fact that I forgot that it exists, but I mean, hey. We'll get there when we get there. But back to trying to make more items. And, oh my god, muscles. Going on 5 minute now. Chat, this guy. So this is what we need. We need a heavy brick in order to actually summon in Daffodil. And so we're going to need clay and we're going to need souls of light and night. So we can do that pretty early on,
You
but...
are timing me out for putting in a pregnant man.
For spamming pregnant man.
Crispy? Are you anti-LGBTQ? We got him, boys. We got him.
Nuh-uh.
We got him. He's against LGBTQ.
I'm against spamming emojis that aren't the fish emoji. Hat. Don't make me put you in timeout as well.
Put it once. Calm down.
He sent it multiple times. He's not spamming it as much. Let's see.
Oh, okay.
Grimoire of the Flies. How do we get that again? That's from Daffodil, isn't it? No, it's from the Tarantula Hawk. What should I go for? I don't know what's... Spiderwing Longbow, actually. Might be good. Okay, see? Fish emojis. That's fine. I'm fine with fish emojis. Fish emojis are perfectly fine. Fish! So I think one of the best things that we can do for the time being right now is going back to the Spider Grotto and trying to farm for Spiderwing Longbows, Grimoire of the Flies, maybe the Weaver... Why are you just... Why... Fish? Orange, wide eye... You're not even spamming the emoji, you're just sending text. That... Yeah. There's a slight issue on your end, Matt. It didn't really work as you intended it to. Yeah, I think yeah, going there could be a good idea.
I think you should go and make friends with Big Dunk.
Big Dunk? No way. Big Dunk, my beloved. You know what? I'm gonna do that right now. We're going to Big Dunk. We're gonna go say hi to Big Dunk and we're going to enjoy it.
Yay!
Big Dunk is amazing.
Pickles, I think you're
Pickles, you also didn't do it right.
Buddy.
Let me get air! Thank you. I didn't grab the breathing apparatus I usually use, the diving gear, so I'm kind of just not able to breathe.
Okay. Big Dunk will give you breath.
Exactly. We're just gonna wait here. But you did it on purpose? I don't know if that makes it better or worse.
I don't think he did it on purpose. I think that's just a cover story.
Anyway, where's Big Dunk at? Big Dunk! Yoo-hoo! Where are you? I wonder what Big Dunk even drops, or if Big Dunk even drops anything at all. Be very interesting.
That'd be really funny if it didn't.
Yeah. Like, congratulations! You just spent all this time and resources killing Big Dunk. You get nothing. Your world just deletes itself because you killed Big Dunk. You're not allowed to do that. That'd also be great.
Terraria,
Oh,
like,
Big Dunk!
crashes and downloads malware to your
Big
computer.
Dunk! Oh, Big Dunk!
Oh my god, there he is!
Yeah!
Yeah!
Alright, that's what I wanted to do right there. If
You
Big
kill
Dunk
Big
dies,
Dunk
the game
and, like,
crashes?
Terraria.
Exactly. That's what happens. Anyway.
Big Dunk dies, the game crashes, the mod downloads like a 30 million gigabyte zip bomb to your computer, and you're never able to open your computer again.
For real.
Your computer just gets set on fire and burns your house down. And you kill Big Dunk.
Honestly deserved if you killed Big Dunk. You shouldn't have done it. You shouldn't have done it.
You shouldn't have done it. It's on you, buddy.
It is on you. You shouldn't have done it.
Fucking FBI comes to your house because you killed Big Dunk.
I mean, they do that anyway, but I mean, specifically for Big Dunk, I can understand.
Oh.
Big Dunk is required for
It'd be
Spooky
really
Mod.
funny
Exactly.
to send them to Ohio to find you, like, in the middle of your stream.
Yeah. That'd be, yeah, yeah, definitely. Chat, this guy's really bad at spreading misinformation, by the way. I do not live in Ohio.
That's exactly what someone who lives in Ohio would say, let's be honest. Nobody wants to admit they live in Ohio.
I'm going in the wrong way, aren't I? No, I'm going the right way.
The right way is the Dunk way.
Real.
Crispy, I stopped watching your stream to give you one less viewer.
Let's go. Alright, well, now we just sit and wait for these guys to show up. In the meanwhile, what talking points shall we discuss?
So how about that airline movie?
I died. I got like 2-tapped. That was amazing. That was beautiful. Well, now we have to go back there and then wait again. Let's go! I should bring my turkey over there, because the turkey is still mine.
Oh yeah?
Yep.
Should you?
Nah. The turkey stays at home.
Hold on. Phone.
It's a stay-at-home turkey. What the heck was that? What was that boink sound? Oh, poke. Is it because I dashed into something with the spearfish?
Boink.
That's goofy.
Bong.
It only did 80 damage. Actually, you're just low. Oh, was I? I did not notice. Oh, I am low again right now. I didn't even realize how low. What's happening to my health? What's going on?
Actually, it was just a skill issue.
Real, honestly. I'll believe it. I'm going the wrong way. I'm going a way. I don't think it's necessarily wrong. It's just a way. Actually, is that the right way? That was actually the right way. Okay. I was going the right way. You eated my health? That's rude of you. Why would someone do such a thing? I should probably consume a healing potion.
You know what, Crispy?
Yes.
I want a break from the
Are you doing putt party? Is that putt party I hear?
Oh, could be anything.
I'm going to inspect what this is. If it's putt party, it's putt party. Chat, we're gonna do a round of putt party real quick. We're doing a round of putt party. See, where do I do this? Overlay. Where's overlay? Where's overlay? Display capture. There we go. We're doing putt party.
Let's go.
All right. Man, that should have been hole in one. Whatever. I'm washed. I'm washed. I'm so bad nowadays. But I can't let muscles surpass me, so I've got to lock in. Okay, sure. I'm hoping that you did like classic and not tournament. Because I'm not doing a full tournament if this is. I'm only doing one game of this. That's actually pretty clean right there. I'll be honest. I was hoping that'd get you.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it did not. Why'd you do that?
Come on, man.
I'm... Oh, it doesn't show I'm in on... Okay. I got in off after 2 strokes on my end, so I'm kind of upset that it's not counting me. I have to waste another shot then. That's stupid. Man, what the heck? Thanks.
What just happened?
I abused the unlovable effect you had. Get pranked.
I did not know that was a thing. Alright.
Yeah, since it lifts me up in the air when we first spawn in, I was able to just skip over a large portion of the map.
Oh, come on, come on.
Ah, rip. I'll gladly take that. Let's go.
Oh!
Get pranked. Okay.
Back to the wire, Crispy.
Come on, game. Don't screw me over with some goofy physics, cause putt party. Okay, not the greatest.
Oh, come on.
But I will still take a supposedly a 2. There we go.
Yep. Dang it. I got screwed. Why'd you spawn over there?
You spawn in a different place depending on which hole that you go in.
Oh, I did not know that.
Anyway, here, have some ice.
Oh, you might have just messed up. If that would have hit, I may have gone in there.
I don't think you would have gone in there, but... Bye!
You know how dumb putt party physics are.
Bye! This is not Terraria. It will be soon. Muscles started this out of nowhere, and so I just wanted to quickly show my absolute amazing skill. Look at that, not even close.
No, we're tied up now.
I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, we can go back to Terraria.
I beat you last round. Buddy.
Nuh-uh.
I beat you last round, buddy. Yeah, you recorded it.
Nuh-uh. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes,
Anyway, we're back here. We're back here in Terraria, guys. Everything happened.
He's trying to deny me my original win.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't let him fool you. Misinformation.
I don't know what this guy's on about. What's in here? Crate potion? No idea why.
Alrighty. Crispy.
Yeah.
Gotta go.
Gotta go?
I'll
Okay.
see you. Bye-bye, everyone in chat except for Pickles.
Alright, see ya, muscles.
Yeah.
Alright, well. Yeah, like I just mentioned, we're back to farming spiders. Hopefully we can get the spiderwing longbow. What do we even need to kill for that? I'm kind of dumb and I didn't pay attention. Spiderwing longbow I think is going to be the best thing we can get from here, but again, you know, there are some other things that would be nice. So tarantula hawks. These guys can spawn at this stage in the game, right? I'm not crazy or I don't know. Would it say? Well, I'm just gonna hope. What the heck? Forgot that this guy spawns. I don't actually remember what stage in the game Tarantula Hawk spawned in, but hopefully Hopefully they spawn in this stage. Just entering hard mode. That'd be very nice and convenient and amazing. You know, there is a video out there, a guide on spooky mod. A spooky mod guide, one may say. That goes over this information. I should watch that. Oh, no, they do spawn. Okay. Why does he have so much health? Who, the, whip spider? Because if that's what you're talking about, I have no idea. You can't kill Dunk? Not as of now. It is possible later on, but not as of now. It's not possible? Oh, I see, I see. 2,100 whip spider? Yeah. Just whip spiders, what can I say? That's just obscene. Real. To be fair, the defense is, like, non-existent. Or very low. Because I was able to kill that thing decently fast. It's still a lot of health. Oh, giant orb weavers. Let's go. My favorite. These guys also have a lot. Yeah, 2,700. Oh, hello. Did it drop the thing? Nope. Unfortunate. Can you guys drop something? Oh, I will take that. I will take that. Ah! So, this is, I believe, a sentry. It is not... Yeah, this is a sentry. It is not a summon. Do I even have... Yeah, I do have my nose flies around. But anyway. Got that now. Kill that guy again. Get another one of these, because apparently the game just really wants us to have them. Two and a half thousand health and deals 100 plus damage. Something like that. Anyway. Let's deal with this guy real quick. Hopefully we get what we want. And of course we don't, because why would we? Why would we ever get the item that we're looking for? That's the better question, honestly. Let's see. Honestly thinking on making this my new loadout, more or less. I don't think I'm going to ever need the Razor Radish anymore, or the Celery Blaster. I think this is pretty much what I've got for now, and then when I get the Grimoire of the Flies, why not? Sure. So, what does this do exactly? I think this is decent. Okay, this is honestly pretty good. I would gladly take this. Oh, that's mine. But yeah, this is actually very good. I'm happy with this weapon. You know, the thing is, like, with this weapon alone, I think we might be able to beat Daffodil. Because it doesn't require more mana after you spawn it in. You're just able to control it around. So now we've just got infinite flies that deal decent damage. Like, look at that. Gone. Dead in an instant. It didn't have time to exist. Like, look at this guy. Look at this guy. Get pranked. See, I think this could be good enough for Daffodil alone. I still would like to get the longbow, though, or whatever. They go through blocks? I didn't even register that. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't even realize that until you mentioned it. Thank you for pointing that out. That is gonna be very valuable information to have. Okay. That is good. We also got the pheromone stinger. Another grimoire of the flies, because of course. Yeah, so I mean, decent whip. Like 78 summon damage is, from my understanding, pretty good, but probably not gonna really be using that. Forceful is better, but it's just for knockback. Would you like to drop the bow, please? Nope. Okay. Great. Wonderful. You still need to break the altars for Mithril Anvil at least? Yeah. I'll get there eventually. I just want to get better weapons, because we're gonna need better weapons. What is that? Oh, it's another whip spider. Trapdoor spiders can also drop a mount, which is pretty cool. So I would like getting that if possible. Spiders, they can drop the swingable spider. That's not the greatest weapon, though, of all time, so it's not going to matter too much. These guys, they don't really drop anything. Neither do the orb weavers. Trapdoor spiders again. Mount, but probably not going to get that. I really just need the tarantula dudes, the little flying guys. That's all I really need right now. Pretty sure you did just get them out? I did just get them out, you're right. So this guy is pretty funny. So you can't jump. Actually, can you jump with... So you can kind of jump. You can't jump in the conventional way with spacebar. But you can go up walls and everything, which is really cool. So, it's an interesting mount. It's not the greatest thing of all time, but it is very unique, and I do like it. I don't know how often I'd actually use it, though. This is very situational. It's actually pretty good for this place, but not for the typical caves that you come across. Get pranked. Alright. Let's continue looking around for the bow. Pretty cool considering you can go up walls. It's basically budget infinite flight. Kind of. I mean, it goes up physical block walls. So long as you have those physical blocks, you can go up it. It doesn't go up background walls. Like I can't climb up there. But it can go around the room. Which is nice. What are you? Not important. That's what. I'm gonna die. Yeah, whatever. Alright. I'm thinking we go ahead. Oh, come on. Another. Actually, wait, do you have money on you? Looks like it. Maybe we'll be able to go back. I don't know if we should go back right now or not. I'm thinking maybe just trying to get the mithril and then try fighting Daffodil. Imagine if it did go back on walls, though. That'd be broken. That would be broken, 100%. I'm gonna sell the forceful one, and then I'll just reforge that one, since it'd just be cheaper to reforge that anyway. Okay. Let's open something decent real quick. How about no? Superior? Not terrible. Demonic? Honestly, I'll go with demonic for now. Probably one of the better ones. And since that's just better in every way than the Snot-Nosed Tome, I think I'm just going to use this. You know? Can also go through blocks, better range, more damage. It's just better. So I think we're going to continue using this. Let's go over to the Crimson. It's right there. It's also Crimson close to base. But may as well just go to this one. I think it's unnecessary to... You know what? Let's just do this, because as unnecessary as it is, we might as well. By the way, I still need to get myself, like, a molten pickaxe in order to mine the ores and whatnot. I just have not done that yet. I'm still rocking my gold pickaxe, so... Yeah. Didn't really think that one through. But whatever. Whatever. That's all we really need to break. As of now. Maybe we can go up here. Can we mine through this, or... Yeah, no, we can't mine through that. Because we're poor and broken. I don't know why I said broken. We're just broke. Okay. Can we make ourselves a Deathbringer pickaxe real quick? Or do we just not have the resources for that anymore? We can. Okay. Get rid of that. Do I have an obsidian skin potion? I do. Fancy. Okay. Make the Crimson suffer? What do you mean by make the Crimson suffer? What is that supposed to mean? Broken uneven number of altars, God will curse you. Oh well. I mean, if we're gonna be technical real quick, I did break an even number. But I know what you mean. Anyway, we don't really need all that much here. We just need enough in order to make the pickaxe, and then we can just go back and mine the ores, and then work our way up to the anvil, and then bada bing bada boom, get some souls of night light, get some clay, craft a heavy brick, chuck it at a random plant, and then hope that we're able to kill it. I don't know if that will happen or not. Killing it with the gear that we currently have. We might need something more. But we'll get there when we get there. There is actually a weapon, I think. Let's see. No, we can't make that. That's later on. Unfortunate. Better wings would probably be good. It's not necessary for Daffodil, since Daffodil's in a very small enclosed room, so we don't need the wings for that. But better wings in general would be nice. Hey, chubby cat, where are you? You're outside my room again, aren't you? Yes, you are. Oh boy. Chubby has entered the gaming den. He is blessing us with good luck. And by gaming den, I mean my bedroom. Because that is where my computer is. I would really like to, next house I eventually move to, I would like to have, if possible, a separate room specifically for my work area. That'd be really nice. Like an actual studio space. Because I also do music, and so having, like, acoustic tiling, or just like acoustics in general, that'd be nice. Better audio quality. A space that's not my bedroom, because working and sleeping in the same room. Being in the same room the entire day is just not a good idea. Say something cool, Crispy? Ice. What are you doing here? Oh. I was hoping I could grab some money. But it burned immediately. Oh, well. That's what happens. Anyway, I think we've got plenty enough. Let's go grab some obsidian now. Ice is cool, Crispy, I agree. Yes, it is. Sadly, I didn't have any ice when I was getting my water. So now it's just room temperature water. Bam. Painting. How could you think of something that cool? I'm just a great philosopher. One of the greatest philosophers of the modern day and age. I ask all of the great questions that philosophers are required to ask in order to become great. I ask, what time is it? When is my next meal? Who am I? That's a good one. Asking who are you is a pretty good one. Sometimes I ask, what am I doing with my life? Did you do college? No. No, the greatest philosophers do not go to college because the greatest philosophy, the greatest questions that you can think of come from the soul, not from a textbook. So why would you go to college? You're only regurgitating what you've been taught. Where's the philosophy in that? You're just the same as everyone else. Anyway, let me build up this little area. That way the water can go down there and not get lost. Your next question is pointless then? I like how I made that wall specifically to help keep the water in, and then it just did not stay in for the most part. Like, that was so great. I thought I came up with, like, an ingenious plan, and then it was just foiled immediately. I was pranked on the highest degree. Anyway. Can you not kill me when I'm mining obsidian? Please and thank you. Never mind. I thought they were going to respect my personal space and privacy. But nope. No, they did not. Average crispy plan result. What are you talking about? My plans go perfectly. Without a hitch. Every single time. I wasn't even planning that. I just did that, you know, in the spur of the moment. That's why I didn't do so well. Because it wasn't a plan. That's the wrong thing. I need a hell for. I'm smart. Give me a quick second. I'm going the wrong direction. I'm doing everything wrong right now. Welcome back to another Crispylink live stream. What can I say? Maybe you should have gone to Terraria College. True. The hell? What are you doing here? Done Terraria physics? Should have, yeah. Alright, where are the health torches at? Are there any in here? Nope. Bro. Okay, there's one right there. Oh, the IRS is after me. Not very fond of the IRS. I'd prefer if you just, you know, go away. Thank you. Alright, cool. We got what we wanted. Let's go back up. Okay. Heavy? What are you talking about? Why? Why is the game doing this to me? What did I ever do to deserve that? That's rude. Anyway. So, we need... What is it? Cobalt. I saw quite a lot of that. Let's try finding more. Can't do it now, can you? Probably not. I don't even... me when I'm having a stroke. I'm assuming you're talking about Terraria school or Terraria college. Yeah, it's you need to do Terraria college when you're extremely young. If you miss out on it right away, then too bad, you can't do it anymore. Just cats? How far back is your stream delay that you're mentioning only the cats now? That's the wrong thing. That's the good stuff, but I don't need that right now. But yeah, I mean the only indoor pets I have are cats. I do have chickens as well. But those are outside. No delay? Okay. I don't know why you're just bringing up the cats now, but cool. But yeah, I only have cats as indoor pets, and probably will only have cats as indoor pets for the foreseeable future. There's no need to have more animals in here. Sure. You should get inside chickens? I mean, that would be messy, and... Is that a hot dog? That's a hot dog. I want a hot dog now, bro. Whatever. I most certainly do not have enough, but let's just hope that I do. I don't think that's enough. I don't know if I need wood for this, but we'll also check. Yeah, I think we're like, what, 1 off or something like that? Oh no, we're actually a couple off. It's 15. I thought it was 12. Whatever. I'm just gonna find more. They'd be funny, clucking on stream. I mean, that's fair. Be extremely messy and impractical, especially when we already have a chicken yard and a chicken coop that's completely functional. Interesting. Where's the hot dog at? It's further down. But funny? True. I'll use that as a soundproof argument. I'm gonna go down later tonight and I'm gonna talk to my parents and be like, yo. Chickens, but indoor? And they're gonna understand immediately. Well, maybe not immediately, but as soon as I present the but funny argument, they're gonna get it. It's only a matter of time, chat, before I have a chicken on stream. Honestly, I probably could just go outside and grab a chicken and bring it back inside. I'd be very confused as to what's going on. But I've done that before. Anyway, pickaxe, no way, and it's broken, of course, naturally. Let's go. Alright, let's go find the rest of the stuff. We need orichalcum, and then that's pretty much all we need, though we could also go for the... funny furnace thingamajig. Do they let you pick them up? Or do they run away? I mean... Some of them are a lot more okay with being picked up. Most of them will... So, they won't run away, but they'll, like, try to avoid being picked up if possible. Like, I'd have to... Probably most of them I'd have to go on, like, a brisk walk. Like, a brisk walking pace in order to catch up to them. But they don't try to, like, actively run away. Can you get your blue chicken and bring it on stream? There is unfortunately no actual blue chicken. There is a breed of chicken called a blue astrolorp, but it's more gray than blue. I had one for a while, but it got grabbed by probably either a fox or a raccoon, unfortunately. So I do not have it anymore. It is very sad. But anyway, hopefully we can find some ore down here somewhere. You know, we may as well just try getting some Souls of Night since we're going to need that for the heavy brick anyway. Blue egg don't make blue chickens. So, I have chickens that do lay blue eggs, but they don't turn into blue chickens. Unfortunately. I wish that is the logic on how that worked, but that is not the case. The chickens that lay blue eggs, it's really funny. They don't even look remotely blue in the slightest. That's not what your pets told me? I know. It's a... Oh, that's a... Okay, that's actually just a normal mimic. Can I save this mimic so that I can in turn save that money? I can just die instead. That also works. Hey, ghosts, can you do the rest of that work, please? If everyone goes to it, it might die. Never mind. You guys suck at dealing damage. Okay, I mean, that's what I get for trying to help a mimic, is I die. That's completely reasonable as well. I'd understand. Why did the vine boom on? That's this pet. Whenever you get rid of it, which also happens when it dies, it makes the vine boom sound effect. And the reason why it does that is because the original pet, I don't know if it's still in the game or not, or if this is just like a reference to it, and they like, I don't know if it's still in or not, but there's a pet, or was, called Columbus, and every time it were to despawn, whether you despawning it yourself, or if it were to like, if you were to die and it would despawn, it would flip you off, and it would just have the vine boom sound effect play when it did that. It was pretty funny. I don't know if it's still in the game or not. I hope it is. It was one of the funniest things I've ever seen. That's only partially true. Anyway, hollow time. That's to the right, since the crimson's to the left. Get that pet. I don't know if it still exists or not. And the reason why I don't know is because you did get it from the little eye quests, which we got this from it instead, so I don't know if it's the original one still in the game or not. But anyway. Oh, great hollow of magical essence, where are thou? Please, wherever you are, show yourself. Like, surely we're gonna be coming up on it any second now, because, like, hard mode V would be like, if Crimson's here, then it should be around, like, here, at, like, the living tree and the snow biome. I think that is, like, that's my prediction as to where it is. The nerf Columbus? Rip. Okay, can still be in the snow biome. Come on, game. Don't make another fool out of me. I've already made a fool out of myself enough times today. Where's this hollow at? Okay, I'm just a fool. Where is it? Actually, then. It's just the crimson again. Where's the hollow? Where's the... Does it exist? Actually, what if it's on the left side? And I just was stupid and I didn't notice. Right? Like... Surely. Surely, right? Surely. Imagine if I just don't have a hollow in this world. That'd be great. That'd be so fantastic. That'd be so awesome. I think you can still purchase hollow seeds from the Dryad, even if she's not in the hollow. I think she just sells that in hard mode. So it wouldn't be the end of the world. It would just be very annoying having to wait for that to spread. Especially for the underground hollow, since I need the souls of light. So much knockback those guys take. That's amazing. Get launched. So far, still no hollow. I am concerned. I am very much concerned, matter of fact. What is going on? Oh, is this the hollow in the jungle of all places? Yes, sir. The worst place for it to spawn. It's just my luck. Just my luck that it spawns here of all places. You know what? Not the worst, all things considered. Kind of is the worst, all things considered. But the reason why I said not the worst, all things considered, is the fact that I have a pylon in the jungle. So at least I don't have to walk this way every single time just to die to a derpling that was stuck in the water. Look at that. I'm already here, essentially. Still, awful place for it to generate. That's stupid. Alright, whatever. Let's try just not dying real quick. I know. Very hard to do. So yeah, let's just be down here for a moment. Kill this thing so that it doesn't kill us. And then just dig down. And hope that there's enough hollow down here that we can get ourselves souls, because that would be very nice and convenient. I'm not fully convinced. I do see hollow background though. That's good. That actually might be a cave. Kind of. Not really. Not really. Alright, continue exploring then. I'm not seeing the hollow again. Gonna have to search around. Some scraps of... Oh, hollow. So good at video games! Let's go! Alright, here's what I'm thinking, alright? Here's what I'm thinking. It's time for the greatest plan of all time, okay? The greatest plan of all time is... Then I'll just end stream here. There is actually something I do want to bring up real quick. That is the fact that I'm not going to be able to stream on Thursday. So instead what I'm thinking of is what if, and hear me out, I stream on Wednesday and Saturday this week, okay? So I'll stream on Wednesday and Saturday because I can't stream Thursday, and then we'll go back to our typical schedule of Mondays and Thursdays. So long as the run is going smoothly and all that fun jazz. Again, like I had said before, the idea was I'd stream on Saturdays as well, so third stream a week, depending if the run was going slowly. So far, I think it's been decent pace, but we're at the point in the game where this is where things might slow down. And if things slow down, then we're gonna need to stream more in order to catch up. So, yeah, stream on Wednesday, stream on Saturday, and then back to the Monday, Thursday, unless of course I need to be faster pace, and in which case then we'll just stream more again. Anyway, I'm gonna see, since they changed the way that YouTube looks on here, how do I check to see if I can raid someone? It's in here, right? Yeah, okay. Soup's live. We can go raid Soup. Anyway, so yeah. Next time, which is gonna be Wednesday, we're gonna hopefully beat some mechanical bosses. The main goal is to beat Daffodil in order to explore the lower catacombs, get better gear there, and then defeat a couple mech bosses. Preferably, I think the easiest one that we can defeat is going to be the Destroyer, especially considering the fact that we have a sentient heart. I'll show why that is in a bit, but beat the mechanical bosses. Maybe try fighting Big Dunk. I don't know if that's going to be really all that feasible, but we can give that an attempt. But yeah, just getting better gear, trying to fight the bosses and whatnot. Are you going to be able to clear the spooky mod before spooky season is over? That is what I'm going to try to do. That is what is going to dictate how often I stream. If I feel that I can beat spooky mod before the end of the month, that would be amazing. I've got, again, the Wednesday and Saturday stream coming up this week, so that's 2 more. And then if I do the Monday and Thursdays, then that would be an additional 4 more, so 6 more streams realistically, unless we need to start, if I don't feel I'd be able to beat it in 6 more streams, then I will start streaming on Saturdays as well. But anyway, yeah, that is going to be all for today. Thank you again so very much for watching. If you want to be notified whenever I go live again or upload another video, which again I will be uploading hopefully pretty soon, like by the end of the week. I really hope to have a video out. Make sure to join the community Discord server if you haven't already, link in the description down below, and if you want to help support the channel, then you can always do so for free by subscribing. Again, like I said, it's free, it's quick, it's easy, and it helps the channel out a lot. Anyway, that is going to be all for today. Thank you again so very much for watching, and let's go raid Soup. Good.